What's up, gamers? It's time for another episode of Danganronpa Another. I'm Evan. It's way past my bedtime. I'm sleepy, I'm loopy, but I'm gonna try damn hard to make it through this trial and to properly understand it. Because I can't go to bed until I figure this out. I need to know who killed Kobushikawa. If I don't, I won't have a good night's sleep. So I need to get this off my chest. I need to just get it out there. Need to just take care of it. Wipe the slate clean, whatever you want to say. None of those phrases apply to this, actually, now that I'm actually thinking about it. I'm very tired. Anyway, if you want a recap of the last episode, it was pretty much just this over and over again. But but we made here the trial grounds. I did have some time to think about things. I did give myself some time to think about things and come up with some theories as to who killed Kobushikawa. So I still stand by my sentiment that I think we can remove Teruya and Satsuki from the running, meaning the remaining culprits are Akane Taira. We finally escaped from the ballroom due to the death of Kobushikawa-kun and escaped the risk of being hungry to death. I am not happy at all. We could only survive by someone's sacrifice. It's the same for... I just realized I still have my heater on. Oops, I'm sorry. That was probably picking up on the mic. I'm so unprofessional. Do I redo that whole intro? Nah, I don't. I don't care that much. Sorry, it was cold. I had my heater on for a minute, but it's very loud. Anyway, where was I? It's the same for the class trials. At the expense of one criminal, it's a system where everyone lives. I'm so sad that I have to do this again. Okay, so culprits remaining. Akane, Mekaru, this case. No, you don't have to think so complicated. Oh, I don't. I see. I actually do have a theory about this in particular that somewhat connects that I would like to share. Mikako, not saying anything as usual, and of course Kinjo. Let's move. Might as well see what everyone else has to say. Go basing. Whoa. What do you want? Don't worry about me. I'm not crying. So, these two in particular are acting kind of weird to me. Actually, Mikako was acting a little bit weird too. She seemed rather offstandish when we asked her a question earlier. And I wonder that if they know something that I don't. That maybe involves Yuki. I don't know. I'm not saying Yuki may have done it, but I think maybe in his delirium, maybe something happened that is maybe leading them to suspect me a little bit. Possibly. That's why Teruya was so panicked when he saw me with a gun, for example. That's why Mikako wouldn't answer who she saw in the ballroom, or who she saw in the arsenal room. And Mekaru is even colder than usual. It could also just be because, you know, this is a scary situation and they've been through so much as it is. But I don't know. I got a feeling something is up with these three connecting to Yuki. I mean, we'll find out. I still don't have like a definitive theory on who I think did it yet, though. All I know is that I think it's someone who's really important. You know, who I consider like a really important character. One of the more important ones, anyway. Who I didn't think would die at this point, and I'm gonna be very sad if I am right, because I like all the super important characters. I mean, I like Teruya and Satsuki as well, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be sad no matter who dies. Now that I'm thinking about it. What does it matter? What does it matter who fucking dies? I'm gonna be bawling like a fucking idiot. Let's go. Then I'll open the door. Let's go. Yay, despair! This is why we play Danganronpa, like. We love the misery. At first I thought that this elevator was so narrow that I felt full, but now it's so wide. I looked at the six other than me, in heavy silence, one by one. Kinjo is now in complete trial mode. In this state, Kinjo does a 180-degree change. He only uses his head to break through the events before his eyes. But is it because of our mood that it looks like there's an anxious expression somewhere? Aranami, who has not lost her bright appearance at any time, she was still unable to escape from her shock of losing Haru. She still had plenty of time to do her makeup, though. And I respect it. Gotta get that clown costume on. She wasn't the same Satsuki anymore, and her shaggy appearance made even the beholder's heart ache. Kurokawa was always the same. She just stayed consistent with silence, and I couldn't even tell what she was thinking. Taira looked very tired. Taira. She doesn't want to lose any more friends, and she doesn't want to go through class trials anymore. That kind of hurt seemed to linger on her face. Tsurugi was restless. After the incident, I may feel that Tsurugi's behavior was strange, but if you think about it, Tsurugi was like this at every trial, so it's not unusual. Mekaru wasn't saying, I don't like this front-facing sprite. We, never see it. These weird, emotionless, front-facing sprites just throw me off. Mekaru wasn't saying that she'd watch us shovel as usual. I think you meant grovel. But she was thinking of something unfamiliar to Mekaru. Like something unexpected even for her. Is there anything that will get us stuck in this case? Interesting. That could be it. Interesting theory, Yuki. Different thoughts and different beliefs cross between each other. Either way, whether my theory is all right or wrong, I just know this is going to be a very fucking interesting class trial. For a lot of reasons. One, because it was death by gun, which doesn't happen much in Danganronpa. And with the various states of delirium we were all in, and the motive, I could, God, I don't know what this outcome could be. Chapter 4 is usually the self-sacrifice chapter, where someone dies because of some sort of sacrifice of some sort. Which is why I thought Haru maybe did something like that, but it still doesn't explain why his hand was fucking broken like that. If he just let someone kill him, why would they need to go through all that extra effort to remove 2 of his fucking fingers and whatnot, that may play a part in this case. I'm not saying it won't, but I feel like there's definitely something more going on. There's some layers here. Different thoughts and different beliefs cross between each other. At the point where there were only 7 people left, we were thinking differently, but we have to overcome this. A hell-like fourth-class trial. Does the elevator always have to stop so fucking violently, man? How do we keep balance? The elevator stops as if we had made an appointment. We step at the same time with our special signal towards a very familiar courtroom. Except it's not familiar. He remodeled it again. You are here! I was waiting. How are you guys? It's been a long time, hasn't it? You met with us right after the murder happened a while ago, though. Too long. Nah, I mean meeting me as the judge. Well, it's been more than a week since the last trial. Instead of that, this presiding judge is more stylish than usual. Don't be useless and start the damn thing already. Shocked. Well, I'm always neglected, but this time it's getting more thorns. Don't you think so, Maeda-kun? I don't care. Start as Mekaru said already. Even Maeda-kun is rude to me. This could be a sign to represent your heartache. Then I'll start as you want. Now, shall we start right away to uncover the truth of the prolonged stay in the ballroom? Incident for more than a week. We have the all-exciting, heart-pounding class trial. The only thing that's the same as usual is Monokuma. Each one of us were in serious mode, unlike usual. The tension in this trial, the feeling of losing a dear friend to us. The reasons were different, but in the end, we came here for the class trial. Now all that remains is to find the culprit by confronting all the clues, testimonies, and test our wits that we have. Oh, fuck. I love it when they use Ultra Despair Girl music. Unpopular take. I might have said this already, but I think Ultra Despair Girls legitimately has the best soundtrack in the franchise. Anyway, how'd he go? Our relationship with him was finally bonding us together in the middle. He was like a licorice in a drugstore. What? Weird analogy, but oh, alright. With Satsuki, he always showed his bright side, and at the same time, his love for his friends was twice as deep as anyone else's. As a result, thanks to his death, we were able to eat and survive, but Haruhiko couldn't eat anymore. I mean, if he could, it'd probably just fall through the bullet hole. Just like, all the water would just, like, like a fountain. It was an unavoidable choice to live, but as a result, there's a culprit that killed Haruhiko. If we don't find them, we will all die in the end. The atmosphere of the court is filled with silence. Our trial finally begins. A life-threatening discussion, a life-threatening lie, a life-threatening betrayal. A life-threatening conclusion, a life-threatening defense, a life-threatening trust. A life-threatening class trial. I'll save my game real quick, just in case something goes wrong with this recording. And let us... I should check Truth Bolts real quick. Just get a bit of a remembrance on what we have in store. Konogan, Teru's good behavior. Oh, the note. I forgot about that. To Haruhiko, I have something to tell you. If you read this, why don't you come to the Arsenal? I'm not trying to kill you. I pinky promise. Mikako's testimony, which is not much because she didn't tell us anything. According to Kinjo, the gunshot that caused Haruhiko's death would have not been an instant death. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm good. Good for everything except that stupid fucking rhythm minigame. That's gonna suck, especially in my tired state. Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. The outcome of the class trial is decided by your votes. If you point out the Blacken, only they will be punished. But in case you point out the wrong person, I'll punish everyone else except the Blacken. And the only one who deceived everyone else can proudly leave the school. Also, this translation was made by Zephy. Please give a heartfelt support to the videos. Subscribe to stay in touch with this story. Links in the description. It finally started, the 4th class trial. One of us is the culprit that killed Haruhiko. We must find the culprit at all cost. Now then, please begin your discussion. Guys? Right, yeah. Should we start discussing? Okay, we have to work hard, so where do we start? What's this stuffy, awkward mood? God, they act like someone just died. Well, it's not unreasonable because our conflict reached its peak. First, I think each of you will have a lot of things to say before the trial, and the feelings that you're feeling will be different. But now let's focus on the trial in front of you, aside from everything else. Just like we did before so far, haven't we? Kinjo. As Kinjo said, now it's the trial. Let's swallow what we want to say to each other for a moment, because survival is our priority now. You don't take that for granted, do you? Let's get started already. Then let's begin. Once we get the case sorted out, let's organize the series of events in chronological order based on what we know. Hey, wait a minute. Before that, I have something to say. Just for 1 minute, please. What is it, Ronami? I'm the killer. That was easy. Let's go. Speedrun world record, baby! Eh? That is actually weird, though. Why would she take the blame for the murder? It's obviously fake. Like, let's not fuck around here. It's obviously fucking fake, but... So, Satsuki-chan... What did you say just now? I said I'm the killer. I'm the Karu who killed Haruhiko Kobishikawa. Don't play around, Aranami. What are you saying all of a sudden? It's not a joke. Are you serious? Don't make me laugh. But that's my job. I'm a clown. Do you think that if you claim to be the criminal without physical evidence or logic, you become the culprit? But I really killed Haruhiko. Oh, you know what it could also be? I just had a thought. Maybe because of our various states of delirium, she could maybe think she did kill Haruhiko, like, legitimately. It can't be. Stop making bad jokes, Satsuki-chan. So this could be a weird case where even the killer may not be fully sure who they are. Just because of how delirious everyone was. So we really gotta weed out everyone's, stories. You should explain one step at a time. If we listen and we're convinced, then we can really believe that you're the culprit. Suddenly, what is this? Just as the trial begins, she said she was the culprit? If it were a normal culprit, they would never confess, but would Satsuki really be the culprit? Before making any judgments, let's listen to Satsuki's story. Round of the non-stop debate will begin. Oh, no, I'm good. They do this all the time, I forgot. Actually, you know what? Give me a refresh on the controls, because I am dumb. I will forget them. A non-stop debate, yes, I know what the non-stop debate is. Truth ball was fired in the direction... It's just shift enter, right? Or whatever. By tapping the lower right... Okay, I already knew that. I was hoping for more specific buttons, but... I think the action button is just the button I use to scroll through dialogue, so it's fine. How do I change truth bolt again, though? Shift, okay. Why are you claiming to be the culprit? Let's hear your reason. At dawn, Kobeizan called me. Ah, I see it already. I see the contradiction. Oh. I followed Kobeizan. We went to the arsenal. Okay, we gotta circle around that. And then, all by myself, he pointed a gun at me. I just shot him in self-defense. Uh-huh, sure you did. It can't be. Sure you did. So I'm not fully convinced Haru would try and kill you. Satsuki really is the... My curse is still fucking jittering around the back there. Satsuki really is the culprit. It means the victim Haruhiko himself called the culprit. But isn't that a little weird? Haruhiko was actually the one who called that clue proves it. Yeah, what he said. Aha, seems even my tiredness, I haven't lost my edge. And nope, that's wrong. No, that's wrong. Idiot. Get real. Wait, Satsuki, Haruhiko called you? Isn't that odd? Is it weird? The victim Haruhiko called you, the culprit. That can't be it. Rather, the victim Haruhiko was called by the culprit and went to the arsenal. If you were the culprit, you would know. You're saying he was called by the killer? That... I don't know. That's ridiculous. The letter that was put in Haruhiko's room is what he's talking about. The contents are like this. To Haruhiko, I have something to tell you. If you read this, why don't you come to the arsenal? I'm not trying to kill you. I hope you believe me. I'll wait. Oh, if the contents of the letter are true, it makes no sense that Kobayashi-kun called Satsuki-chan and took her to the arsenal, right? It would be the opposite. Alright, well, that just really amplifies in my mind that Satsuki's not the culprit. That's right, but Satsuki said that she doesn't know much about this letter. The killer doesn't know the letter they sent. No, it doesn't make sense. I don't know, what if it was manipulation? Yuki and Tsurugi worked that letter that I didn't know, and you're manipulating things now. Don't be a thickhead. Obviously, this evidence came from Haruhiko's room. Oh, Mikako, you got something to add here? I will say, like, I kind of hope it's not Teruya. Not because I'll be wrong, which I'll also be sad about, but also because, like, that feels like it'd be so obvious. If they're making it so obvious that Satsuki didn't do it, Teruya would be, like, the next super obvious one, right? Because he's like the only other character left that I wouldn't say is, like, super plot important, you know? He doesn't play, like, any sort of big antagonistic role. He doesn't have a weird connection to the school like Mikako does. He's not the best friend character like Akane. And of course he's not the protag, so. So I kind of hope it's not Teruya. And it is actually one of the more quote-unquote important characters, because that does just make things more interesting. So Ranami is not the culprit? Wrong, I really mean it. I am the real culprit. Just looking at the current evidence, say that Suki is the culprit. It's hard but I want to make things a little more clear. So let's ask about it. Haruhiko's other wound, whose source is unknown to the evidence that only the culprit, only they must know. His hand. Satsuki, if you're really the culprit, there's one thing I want you to tell me. This isn't like the letter, but a direct clue to Haruhiko's body. So if you're the culprit, it's a clue that you must know. What's that? Haruhiko's right hand. You recall, his right hand was completely showered. It's hard to say that this was a gunshot wound. If you're the culprit, can you tell me the true nature of this wound? I don't know. Why did his hand become that way? Hands just do that sometimes, man. I don't know. You don't have to talk anymore. You're not the culprit. Wait a second, I'm telling the truth. Why are you still claiming to be the killer? If it's real, even if Aranami is the culprit, you'll only get executed. I don't know what you're thinking, but this is not a joke. If Aranami unnecessarily confuses our reasoning and chooses the wrong killer, we will all die. Maybe that might have been the purpose. What? She was close to Haruhiko Kobishikawa, who died this time, right? Apparently it looks like she was in severe shock, unlike the usual one who always talks at random. With that shock in mind, you're trying to make us follow Haruhiko Kobishikawa's fate, isn't that right? That was it? Absolutely not, of course. I'm really sad that Haru died, but I'm very much sane. Stop it, Aranami. We haven't even started a proper discussion yet. Discussion goes on, the killer will be naturally revealed. If you are really the killer, you don't have to rush things. It will all turn out okay. Satsuki-chan. Alright, let's discuss about it. I mean, I still want to know why she's doing this, though. Has been roughly organized. You wasted my time on useless things. So let's start from the beginning again. When the case started to happen... Hold on a minute. Is it okay to wait one more minute before that? In this case, can we assume that Aranami isn't completely the culprit? No, not necessarily. If Aranami is really the culprit, there's still a possibility there. That's it? We haven't started any reasoning yet. First, there's a possibility from what happened a little while ago, but maybe there's something up. And that way, they were excluding themselves from the suspect line. That had to be calculated. With Aranami's mind, it'd be impossible to tell. Oh, like they did it on purpose to, like, maybe make you think it was a red herring, but, like, it was too obvious, so, like, you'd suspect them less, and, I don't know. Playing 4D chess, you know? Hey, you're treating me as a fool right now. You're literally dressed as a clown. Girl, dude, I don't know. I can't. just like I don't think it was on purpose. Quiet. First, as Kinjo says, let's summarize the unfolding of the case. Oh, right. When can we start from the evening before the incident happened? Oh, that was when Maeda-kun, Kobishikawa-kun, Otori-kun, and Satsuki-chan, Mikako-chan, and me. 6 people gathered at the restaurant. Maeda-kun called us, and... At the time, we were all at the limit of our hunger, and we all thought to come together and meet each other, and the thought that we should somehow unfold a hard policy. At the time, Tsurugi suggested. I'll tell you, I wasn't really sane back then. That's what happened. It was my fault for being immature. What's this? I didn't even see your faces the day before the murder took place. I don't know this, so explain exactly what's going on. Tsurugi gave us a pen and paper to nominate one victim and one culprit. He asked for one person to vote, since Monokuma banned suicide. Wait a minute, how did they get paper? Tsurugi was the only one with paper. That's another thing I didn't think of. Wait, but he passed it. He passed the paper. What if he didn't pick it back up? Ooh. Ooh, shit. So, hold on. Who was the last one to have the paper, then? It was Yuki, wasn't it? Am I tripping? I mean... Maybe I am. We'll see. I think that's what happened, though. I could be wrong, but... Yeah, so like, theoretically, he might have not gotten it back. Whoever had it last probably just stuffed it in the pocket and used it for later. They plan to set up the case at the expense of 2 people. Oh shit, why do I think it's kind of Yuki now, though? Ugh. He was acting really weird. But I mean, to be fair, everyone was, so it could be anyone. That was really crazy. I'm so sorry. It's alright. It's all over now. We almost agreed to this plan, too. If this chapter ends somehow with Yuki fucking dying, this would be the wildest fucking chapter in all of Danganronpa. Like, what the fuck? His fucking arc of, like, I'm hopeful again. Oh, never mind. Despair's back. I'm gonna kill someone now. Despair, hope, despair, death. Again, essentially just this meme again. It looks like the part I saw from there. I broke into the restaurant because the absurd plan was about to be implemented. Not gonna tell them about how you tried to fucking make us all commit suicide. Yeah, Kinjo-kun came in and handed out guns to each of us to commit suicide. That's the funniest shit I ever heard. What? Oh no, nothing at all. Keep going. Well, that's when we started to fight back at Kinjo. And the way we were lucky enough to catch him and was judged to be dangerous, so. But like, God, there's so many ways this trial could go. Like, the way they set it up, like, with the delirium and the hunger and how weird everyone was being, like, there's no one clear answer. This is a really fucking exciting case. I gotta be real. Like, I'm coming up with all these stupid theories, I feel like, but like, the fact any of them could be possible, like, that's like peak Danganronpa right there, man. He couldn't move anymore. I love Mekru more and more, man. God, if she dies this chapter, I might bawl. I might actually bawl. She might be my new favorite character of the remaining survivors. Like, I'm gonna be real. I've grown so attached to her. Oh my, sorry, I am so uneducated today. Continue, so. The problem starts after this. Thanks to Kinjo, the plan was halted, but there was no progress for the day. We locked Kinjo in the room and then went back to each room. Between this morning, Haruhiko died. I couldn't sleep all night, so I was staying with my eyes open, but I heard something outside in the morning, so I went out and Maeda was asking for help, saying that the door was not opening. It wouldn't make sense for it to be Yuki or Teruya, though. Because, like, we did kind of discuss that the culprit had to be inside, right? Because that they locked it from the inside. Unless there's some weird trick to it. It could have been... I mean, it can't be a suicide, no. Maybe, hold on, new theory. So we know it can't be a suicide because Monokuma forbade that. But what if there was no culprit in the room? Haruhiko is the one who locked himself in there. And maybe, you know, a la a similar way to, you know, chapter 1 of Survivor's Guilt. He had this elaborate trap, so, like, whoever opened the door would be the killer. Maybe? Question mark? I don't know, man. That doesn't explain his fingers or the blood, though, TBH. Now that I'm actually thinking about it. And you know what? Ignore me. I'm tired. And when you somehow opened the door, you found the body. Yeah, that's right. This case is missing our eyes between the dawn hours, and there's not much of it. Oh, he also died at 6, not 7, when we opened the door. So, like, that's completely off the fucking table. Never mind. Just ignore me. There's no trap. I was thinking, though, that'd be like how they implement the self-sacrifice, you know, trope of the chapter. That chapter 4s usually do. And like I know, like, you know, Fangan's always constantly, like, you know, taking inspiration from one another, even though I haven't played a whole lot, like just from what I hear from other creators, like I know they take some inspiration from, like, you know, other Fangans that they played, or, you know, the main series, obviously, of course. So, like, I don't know. Maybe I could have been that. Maybe the writer of Survivor's Guilt got inspired by this chapter and came up with a similar trap. But you know what, that theory's off the table. I'm taking it off the table officially. That was stupid, Evan. Stupid. Stand in the corner. Removing one of your good noodle stars. Yeah, that's right. This case is mysterious between the Dawn Owls, and there is not much evidence, so we have no choice but to share information we know with each other. First, a few alibis can be established just by hearing this. Alibis? Mikako did say there's something up with some of the alibis, though, so let's pay attention. Yes, so then let's dig into the alibis one by one, alright? Whoa! I'm doing such a terrible job. Okay, I give up. I think Kurokawa's testimony is probably the one we want. First off, it won't be a problem if I exclude myself from the suspect list, since I was tied up, right? I mean, that's fair. Oh, certainly. An idea where Kinjo commits the crime doesn't seem possible. I didn't even think about that. Have an alibi too. Maeda and me. I have an alibi too. We were together when the BDA happened. If the ones who can be suspected as a criminal are... If so, the ones who can be suspected as a criminal are Mikako, Taira, Aranami, Kurokawa. It's those 4 people. I really don't have an alibi, but it's not me. Satsuki is the killer! Okay, Jesus Christ, calm down. You shut up already. Stop causing trouble. If only there was more information that would check our alibis at dawn. Ooh, I think that's when I used Kurokawa's testimony. But if someone wandered around at dawn, the killer wouldn't have been able to move. Okay, I think that's what I gotta shoot. Okay, I didn't even think about the fact Kinjo was tied up. Jesus. I miss so much obvious shit sometimes, man. It's kind of embarrassing. Why do people let me play Danganronpa? Why hasn't the internet just throw me off the Danganronpa sphere? Stick to Mario! Like, Jesus! So I think that's why I gotta shoot. If I can get there. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. I agree! But yeah, my suspect list is pretty much the same as earlier. Just replace... As Kinjo's anyway. Just replacing Kinjo with Satsuki. Kinjo, wait, come to think of it, I think there was someone. Someone who knows the alibis during the dawn in detail. Who is it? During the investigation, Kurokawa, she clearly testified to me that she had seen who went to the arsenal in the morning. Right, Kurokawa? Yes. What? If that's true, the culprit has already been revealed, right? You're noisy. Be quiet. Hey, Dark Sokol, so what did you see? There's definitely something weird about those. She seemed a little, like, more timid about sharing the info with us than usual. Kurokawa's room was right next to the arsenal, so she heard the arsenal's door opening and closing. Of course, the arsenal was soundproofed, so she didn't hear the sounds from the inside. I don't think hearing only the sound is enough to be direct witness testimony. No, I saw people passing by in front of my door. What? No way, you've been watching the hallway all the morning? Is that what you mean? Nodding. But then still, it would have been difficult to stay sane in hunger. But watching the hallway all night without sleep is... I mean, hey, some people can't sleep if they're hungry. It happens. Oh, that worked nicely in reverse. The culprit couldn't have thought that there must have been someone in the midst watching the corridor. That's a great achievement, Kurokawa. 100 gamer points for you. So then, who passed by? Well, I don't know the time. The exact time is unknown, but it was in this order. First was Haruhiko and Satsuki. From left to right, the arsenal didn't open at this time. A little later, Satsuki went from right to left. She was alone at the time. Okay, that would make sense, because they probably went to his room together. And then, I think her room was on the other side. So, Kobushikawa was probably left in his room. So that means someone probably, even if we don't know who fully went to the arsenal, maybe we could try and pin who left the note under Kobushikawa's door. Teruya went from left to right. Okay. A little later again, I heard the sound of the arsenal door. Then Teruya went from right to left. And after a while, Haruhiko goes from right to left. Soon after, Haruhiko and Satsuki are together again. Okay, interesting. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, but wait a minute. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what's left to right or right to left. Can you tell us a little more clearly? You're the only one that doesn't understand something so simple, aren't you? Don't cut the flow for no reason. Focus. I'd also actually would like an explanation, just to be sure. Just to be sure we're on the same page. Don't be like that. I'm a little confused too, but let's listen to Kurokawa's story until the end and reorganize it in an easy-to-understand manner. Kurokawa, is that everything? Nods. Fades to black. We're back. Indeed. As you said, we can assume that the killer has already revealed themselves. At the time of the investigation, I didn't know this because Kurokawa didn't tell me properly, but this is definitely a tremendous amount of information. So, the only people who were out and about were Satsuki, Kobushikawa, and Toruya. That can't be it. That can't be it. There's something off here. There's something fucked up here. But that means there's something fucked up, and that means Kobushikawa's lying. Or at least maybe her delirium made her, like, miss something. Ah, fuck. This is... I can't handle this. Yeah, I want to join the discussion too, but can't you tell us a little more easily? Oh, sorry, Taira. I'll reorganize it so it's easy to understand. Like a better ChatGPT, but before that, there's something I want to check again. The location of the room each of us was using. If we know this, I think we can probably organize Kurokawa's information. That's certainly something I want to do, and we need to move on. From what I've roughly checked with each other during the investigation... Enjoy this squished picture of the corridor. Everyone remembers the structure of the corridor behind the ballroom where the rooms are listed, right? As you would know if you did a little closer examination, there was a small tag on the door of each room. Yep. And according to the tag, the rooms are distributed in this manner. Monokuma gave us a key for each room. And from what I have investigated... Oh, these are cute little chibis. Oh, and they got their formal hairstyle. Yeah, so like I thought, Satsuki and Haruhiko on opposite sides of the room. Mikako's right there. Okay, it makes sense. So right to her would be the side with Yuki and Haruhiko. Left would be the side with Toruya and Tsurugi. You know, facing. Assuming, you know, facing the door from the inside. This is probably how each of us will locate in each room. When we consider Kurokawa's testimony after arranging the distribution of each room used by each person in this way, we can see a few suspects are eliminated. I mean, I didn't understand Mikako's words at all. That's your own fault. Are you going to blow up valuable discussion time for someone like you? Hey, don't talk to my girl like that. I'm too tired to, like, be fully angry, but fuck you, man. That was weak, I'm sorry. I tried. Kinjo, that's too far. It's important for one person to know about the case, right? I'll rearrange and explain to Taira. Do what you like, preferably as quickly as possible. Kinjo-kun, you still don't seem to forgive me. Taira, so to summarize Kurokawa's words simply. First, the fact that Kurokawa watched the hallway all morning. Taira, you heard it earlier, right? And based on what Kinjo summarized, Kurokawa's room is room 8. It's on the room on the right side of the arsenal. When you go straight from the entrance of the arsenal to the corridor... As Kurokawa explained a little while ago, what she said was from left to right and from right to left, was based on the direction facing the corridor in Kurokawa's room. Here, I'll make it more easy to understand with pictures. In the order that Kurokawa saw it, Haruhiko and Satsuki were the first people that passed by in front of the door at this time. She said there's no sound of the arsenal door opening at this time, so I think it's just the two of them were passing by. A little later, she said that Satsuki passed by alone again in the opposite direction. Yet probably to return to her room. Shortly after this, she said that Toruya passed by. And that's when the arsenal door was opened. At that time, she could hear the sound of the arsenal door opening. This probably means that Toruya went to the arsenal. But, there's still a chance that someone else, from the other side, went to the arsenal. For anyone on the right side of the screen right now, not her right, they would have to pass Kurokawa's room to go to the arsenal, but anyone on the left side didn't have to do that. So theoretically, someone from the left side could have shimmied around Teruya somehow. I don't know, maybe Teruya just didn't know it's because he was starving and dying. or just whatever. They went Metal Gear Solid. I don't know. So it could just be a coincidence that the door opened as Teruya passed by. Potentially. But I mean, I want to disbelieve that Teruya opened the arsenal. Just because he opened the arsenal doesn't mean he's guilty. We'll see how it plays out. After a while, the sound of the arsenal door opening was heard again, and then Teruya passed to the opposite direction. Oh, well. That probably confirms it was Teruya, then. Soon after, Haruhiko passed by the same direction again. Which might mean they were together. After this, Haruhiko and Satsuki went from left to right again. And at this time, the door to the arsenal was open. Someone went into the arsenal. Okay, so it does seem like Satsuki is has the biggest chance of being the culprit, just due to the fact she was the last one with Kobishikawa, but I feel like that's a red herring. I feel like Teruya being involved is also a red herring. So I still feel pretty confident with my suspect lists. Throwing Kinjo out the window, that leaves Mekaru, Akane, and Kobishikawa. And maybe Yuki, I guess. I don't know, I guess there's no evidence I didn't do it, but just, I wouldn't believe it. After there was no movement for a while, and after a little time passed, Satsuki passed by with the sound of the arsenal door opening. But I mean, the letter thing is still kind of tripping me up. I could be wrong about how the paper thing went, but I think I'm remembering it correctly. I mean, we'll see. We still got like 2 fucking hours left, so buckle in. These are all the movements Kurokawa saw and heard during the morning. After this, well, she heard the ruckus of the arsenal door next. But that was probably the sounds of me trying to open the door. And look how cute I am. Teruya passed by, heard the sounds I made. Ow! Your hair! It's in my eye! Your pokey hair! Then I opened the door to Teruya's help during this time. It is kind of suspicious that he was just out and about like that. I won't deny it. But, it's one of those things that's, like, too suspicious, That's a summary of what Kurokawa heard and saw, roughly like this. Do you understand? So did you, like, draw those pictures for her, or what? Well, Maeda-kun explained it to me. I understood it all at once. Thanks. Really? But wait, if we look at the current events of each step... Yeah, there's one suspicious person. Do you see it clearly? I can guarantee 100% that what Kurokawa heard and saw was everything that happened at dawn, but with the information obtained, till now has resulted in one influential suspect of this case. Satsuki. Oh. Then it's Teruya. Never mind. My bad, y'all. That guarantees it even more. That's not him. Teruya, it's the only one who fits to be the main suspect of this case. Me? Haruhiko was the victim, so he couldn't help it. The fact that Satsuki was so close to Haruhiko makes me understand why she was there. But why did Teruya move around like that so early in the morning? Oh, that was, what was it again? Right, I was investigating. Yeah, everyone was in a panic, so I wanted to find clues to get off even for a little bit. There's just so many factors of this chapter, too, that we haven't, like, put into place yet, now that I'm thinking about it. The fucking treasure that Monokuma promised, that has to play a part in some way, man. The room that was empty? Oh my god, there's so many factors in this trial. Oh god, how does it all connect? God, I wish I was like Sherlock or something, but fuck. I'm not Sherlock. I'm fucking dumb. The exact opposite of Sherlock. I was gonna say I'm Watson, but I'm not even smart enough for Watson. He's like a doctor or something, right? Like, fuck, I can't be a doctor. Just a few hours ago, you were trying to pick 2 victims. The guy who's despairing and doing investigations was thinking of all these things. Doesn't that sound a little weird? That's all there is to it. The weight fixed my mind. People can change their mind easily, you know? I believe it, especially with the craziness going on. Even if it's true that you did an investigation, if you think about it, based on Kurokawa's testimony, you were only in the arsenal. What kind of investigation did you do in the arsenal? Yep, these are guns. No, I never went to the arsenal. Artori-kun, please stop the pretense and explain properly. What the hell did you do in the arsenal? I never went into the arsenal. Oh, he went into the arsenal, baby. Teruya. Why does it have to be only me? I did nothing wrong. If you look at it, Satsuki also went around at dawn. Why am I the only suspicious one? Yeah, I'm the culprit. Okay. Still being weird. Are you still saying that? I told you to be quiet. Certainly, Aranami is well under enough suspicion. However, she said she didn't know the identity of the letter. Nor did she know about Haru's hand. So that's it then? You're just going to take her off the list because she doesn't know that? That's a long shot. I didn't know anything about that. A letter or the right hand either. Don't be mistaken, Teruya. You now said that Aranami is the culprit, and you don't know about these clues? Well, Aranami claims to be the culprit, but she doesn't recognize these clues, are entirely different matters. Then what about Maeda? When I saw him this morning, he was trying to get into the arsenal, so Maeda is also suspicious. That just happened. Yes, I won't deny that Maeda is a suspect, as you claim. He had been in and out of the arsenal the previous day, and even this morning, he had this strange idea of going to the arsenal again. My bad. But this and that is a separate matter. As a result, Maeda failed to enter the arsenal this morning. There was no testimony of Kurokawa witnessing in the morning, so this is not suitable for committing the crime. Well, anyways, me, I don't know about that. I'm not exactly trying to protect him. But relying only on Dark Sokol's testimony has a slightly loose time frame. I'm going to ignore it to not make me go nuts and move on already. I know that. It's about the structure of the ballroom, right? The structure? Think about it. Enjoy the squished version again. Even if Kurokawa watched the hallway at night, it's all about looking outside of the room and hearing the arsenal door. But if you look at the structure of the ballroom, you can easily enter the arsenal without passing by Kurokawa's door. See, as I was saying, because we were all at the ballroom for a week, I think everyone should know, but the arsenal is structured around the dance hall at 360 degrees. In other words, if you go back to the other side, you can enter the arsenal without being noticed by Kurokawa. That too. Moreover, in the case of Maeda, Kurokawa does not stand out, even if he does use this method and goes straight into the arsenal from his own room, since it was in the opposite side to Kurokawa's room in the first place. You knew that too. See, Maeda's culprit after all. Dude, what the fuck? I thought we were bros. But there's something you shouldn't overlook. Even if you used the same method to enter the arsenal without showing your appearance to Kurokawa, there's still the sound of the door opening and closing that can only be heard by Kurokawa. But in Mikako-chan's testimony, the sound of the arsenal opening and closing was always heard before and after someone passed her door. That's right, after all, the person who walked in and out of the arsenal at dawn, I can't think of anything other than these 3 people who showed up in the testimony: Haruhiko, Satsuki, and Teruya. That's all lies. Lies. So Teruya, you went to the arsenal and I want to hear your reason to make sure. If you're really innocent, there's no reason to be in a panic, right? Then I'm really innocent, really. I just went to the arsenal too. I just went there for a minute. I don't think there will be an end of it if this goes on like this. What's Teruya so afraid of? I'm not sure. He doesn't want to say anything. Because, well, I'm not certain, but I'll have to show more convincing evidence that he has no choice but to speak with his own words. Yeah, there's something definitely strange going on, but I still don't think he's the culprit. He just maybe did something a little weird. Come to think of it, there seems to be no suspicious thing about Teruya during the investigation. Or one suspicious thing about Teruya during the investigation. What was it? It was when I was investigating something in the arsenal. Let's recall that moment. Ah, the gun. No, I'm pretty sure I know how to do this. Just pick the spot. I know the exact spot I'm gonna be looking at. Right there. Got him. Come to think of it, Teruya, didn't you say something strange to me when I was investigating? What? Something strange? I don't know. I found a gun that was dropped in a corner, and when I checked to investigate, suddenly you came and told me not to touch it because it will blow up. What do you mean, Maeda? Tell us in more detail. There was a gun in the corner of the arsenal that was hard to see. I tried to investigate why it was in the corner like that. Suddenly, Taruya, who was nearby, ran up and told me not to touch it because it would blow up if I shot. Maybe you thought I was going to use the gun? If you shoot, it'll blow up. What are you talking about? Oh, hold on. Maybe he knows because he saw Haruhiko do it. Maybe Haruhiko was planning to murder Taruya, but the gun blew up? Maybe? And that would explain the hand. And then so Taruya is definitely involved in this case. I don't think he landed the finishing blow on Haruhiko, but so maybe he like ran out of the room in a panic or something, and then someone else came in and, you know, I guess somewhat similar to what's the cheerleader's name? Why do I always forget her name? Chapter 2 though. No, before answering that question, how did he know about that? That's maybe it's not the same exact gun that's in the corner. Maybe the gun that's broken is like the same model or something. I don't know. And it's broken because it blew up. And that would explain why there's blood on all the pieces, I guess. Man, the gun, did you properly investigate it? I did examine it roughly, but it was a normal gun with nothing special. I thought it was equipped with a bomb or something, because I thought it was going to explode. Probably, it's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. You? Did you call me? I was enjoying this. What's up? I require you to submit evidence, being the gun Maeda mentioned. What are you? Why am I being ordered? Submit evidence? Is that possible? It is part of the debate of the class trial. There's no problem by the rules. You, the judge, have no right to deny it. That's correct. There's no profit to reject it. Besides, if it's part of the discussion, what's the point? Gee, I really don't like that attitude. How can you be so cheeky? Shut up and get it already. Pooh, actually, I thought this was going to happen, and I brought it from the beginning. Now here you go. Oops, accidentally pulled the trigger. How is it? This is it. It's a gun. It's a bullet. But bullet, it was loaded? It is not a simple bullet. It's a bullet for shotguns and medium-sized rifles. Bullets that do not meet the standard will first be loaded into this gun. Ah. Well, that would explain why it didn't... why it would have blown up. If you pull the trigger with one of these, a bullet that doesn't fit into the magazine, it enters the chamber and blocks the muzzle, and of course the bullet shell comes out. The pressure from the gunpowder has disappeared from where it's supposed to go. That goes spreading all over the gun itself. It will end up being shattered. Wait a minute, but then why did Taruya-kun know about this? Why? I see now. What you did in the arsenal. Tori-kun, did you change the bullets on purpose? For what reason? The gun in that state, if you hold it with a human hand and fire it, your hand will never be safe. When I listened to the swords just now, I see a very similar wound I remember in my mind. Yes, the source is clear. Haruhiko's right hand. I didn't even have to click on that. He just knew it. I understand now. Haruhiko was hit by the explosion of the pistol that Kinjo was holding right now. That evidence was also in the arsenal. That proof is... the destroy gun, I would assume? I'd assume. That are the fingers. But I'm assuming it's the destroy gun. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's right. It was in the arsenal, the fragments of a gun filled with blood, which appeared to have been burst from the inside. Oh, so maybe Taruya, maybe Haru was planning to kill, and Taruya knew about it, and I guess to get back at him or something, changed all the bullets. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, I saw it too. Haruhiko fired the gun wrongly loaded, just like this gun, and the gun he was holding exploded. and his hand ended up being ruptured. Then Otori-kun did this to Kobushikawa-kun? Wait a minute, I'm sure this gun is the one I touched, but I don't know about the other destroy gun. Oh, you admitted it. The fact that he touched the gun. No. Of course, there are 2 guns with misloaded bullets. It's a little weird, but I'm certain Tsurugi, you definitely did something. Maybe Satsuki also did something? Maybe that's why she's confessing, because they both fucked with guns somehow? I have no fucking clue, man. I think there's something definitely going on in the hallway between those 3 that we just don't know about. That maybe led to them thinking Haru was gonna kill them. And I guess... I mean, maybe he was gonna kill them, maybe he wasn't, maybe he wanted the gun for some other reason. I mean, what else do you use a fucking gun for? Like, let's be real. But then, yeah, he pulled the trigger, boom. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. This is just what I do. I like to come up with theories, man. I'd like to see if I can predict it. Is that really it? I think if we pry a little more, you'll end up confessing everything. Don't treat people as criminals without solid evidence. Even if I put my hands on the gun, it can't be proof that I'm the killer. So, I don't know anything. Give me the proof of it. Evidence. It can't be denied that Tsurugi is the most powerful suspect right now, but is there any more solid evidence? Keep discussing. We might see something we haven't considered before. We recommend you hear about the bullet scan. Oh, man, this shit. I hate this shit. How do I bullet scan again? X to scan. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know what X is. Oh, it's X. It's literally X on the keyboard. Ignore me. My brain ain't functioning right now. I just remember there was one of these games where they didn't really tell me what button I needed to push, and I was super confused trying to push everything, so I thought it was this one for a minute, but I don't think so. You went to your arsenal, deliberately load the gun wrongly, so the bullets would explode. But only doing that doesn't mean I'm the culprit, does it? I mean, if it killed him, then probably. Of course you load the gun. You can say it doesn't make you the culprit, but... The killer loaded the bullets on purpose. I'm certain of this. That's far-fetched, but I'm not the killer because I did that one thing. You're treating me like as the culprit. You knew the gun was going to explode. What more evidence do you want to see? Tori-kun, how could you? Oh god, how do I even... I should have noticed the... Oh god, pen and paper. You murder! Yeah. Okay, I think it's that one thing I gotta copy. There's only 3 possible things. I don't see a use for pen and paper, so I think... I don't think I can even copy agree points, so... Was the agree point again? Oh, fuck, can you just... The killer loaded the bolts on purpose, I'm certain of it. Okay, so I think I copied that one thing and agree with that. Oh, I remember why I was confused on this minigame, because you have to be, like, weirdly accurate. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. Akane, calm down, please. I appreciate your passion, girl, but... Not in the mood. It's too much for me right now. So, like, he definitely did switch the bullets on the guns, but he didn't do anything beyond that. He let Haru take his hand out, and then, that was the end of the story. For him, anyway. Okay, come on. Hurry this up. Can you guys talk a little faster? Jesus. I'm pressing X. I'm pressing the fucking X button, dude. What the fuck? I hate this mechanic so much. Like, even in base Danganronpa, it is... I'm so glad they removed it in V3. Say what you will about V3. They They made a good call there. It is the X button I'm trying to fucking push, right? What am I doing wrong? It said the X button. Am I an idiot? Oh my god. It moves too fast. I'm gonna... dude, I'm about to die. I'm actually about to die. Hold on, can I practice maybe copying... Okay, never mind. Never mind. It was real finicky, if I remember correctly, in the last chapter, too. Oh, why? Why do they have to bring this mechanic of all mechanics over? I know they're trying to create as accurate of a Danganronpa experience as possible, but... Come on, do we have to be that accurate? At least in regular Danganronpa, I know when I'm copying something. What even is my bullets right now? I don't even have any bullets. What the fuck? Well, I did not mean to hit that, but... My truth bullets weren't showing up. Oh, now they are? What the fuck is this nonsense? Wait, did I have it copied already? And it just, the copy didn't show up? Because I swear the bullets were there earlier. What the fuck is going on right now, dude? Am I just losing my mind because I'm tired? Or is this being dumb? Is this game being silly? I mean, I'm gonna keep trying to copy that, I suppose, and we'll see what if the bullet disappears again or something. Oh, there we go. I was able to copy pen and paper. Okay. No, you just gotta be weirdly precise with it. You just gotta be stupidly fucking precise with it. So I was doing it right. This game is stupid. It's dumb. They took an already bad mechanic and made it worse. Ugh. Okay, hurry. Come on, baby. Show me the good stuff. Come on, copy. Copy. There's no way to fucking slow down on this shit either. I might just have to pause the video until I can get it copied. Okay, BRB. Stupid fucking game. Wait, hold on. I think it wanted me to copy pen and paper. It made a little sound effect indicating I was supposed to do that. And I think I do remember them saying something that I can only copy, like, the right one. Oh god, I should have read that that tutorial more thoroughly. This one might be on me, guys, actually. I'm sorry. Hold on. So, I think maybe I'm actually supposed to copy pen and paper, and then... And then maybe... argue against... this? Okay. I'm just stupid. I'm sorry. I said some mean things. I take it all back. You all can make fun of me in the comments. I'll allow it. That's it. The paper and pen. What? After listening to Taira's words, I thought about it. At the beginning of the trial, you guys remember the letter that you said when you were blaming Satsuki. I've been thinking it's been weird all this time. How did the culprit write this letter? We should have lost all our belongings at the same time we were in the ballroom. Hearing that, yeah, how did... Oh. Yes, exactly. As Maeda said, perhaps the night before the murder, There's someone who secretly handed out a piece of paper, and that had been secretly shown a paper to ask someone to choose 2 victims. Hick! It's obvious at this point that Taira clearly said that at the time, the extra paper and pin were not removed from his clothes. That means Taira is the only one of us who has a pen and paper in their belongings. Don't look around, you could have accidentally found another piece of paper and wrote in it. Oh, is that so? Should we check it then? Monokuma, bring that letter. I knew that would happen, so I brought it here in advance. Here. Now, without the guy making a commotion, let's read it. Man, I feel really embarrassed about that performance. Can I be real, guys? I might scrap this whole episode. Oh man, I felt so stupid. Not only did I pull a Game Grumps classic by skipping the tutorial, I totally just forgot how the fucking minigame is supposed to work, and then, yeah, my logic wasn't even that good, man. I got so locked into this one thing. My excuse of being tired is only gonna go so far. Okay, back to the game, sorry. This must be it. It's the same paper Taira had. Then Tori-kun was the one who sent that letter to Kobayashi-kun's room. Wait a minute, you're forcing me. I handed out a bunch of papers to you guys soon after that. When Kinjo made a fuss, he might have gotten one in the mass confusion. If it's only paper, it might be possible. But what about your side? Taira said it with his own words. There's only one pin. Now, how much paper you had, you cannot write a letter without a pin. But the pin was also passed around. I don't know, man. I don't fully buy into this yet. The pin was also in the confusion. Oh, then that means you don't have the pin right now, because you said you only have one. If we look into your belongings and the party clothes you wore, you won't have any complaints, right? That's not allowed. Why? Is there something we shouldn't see? It's decided then, you can't refute anymore. He wrote a letter by calling out Haruhiko and misloading a bullet to let his hand be ruptured. All this, that's what you did to Taira. Really? You, Tori-kun? Why? It's still way too early to decide this, guys. We have a quota to meet. Why did you do that? Why did you kill Kobayashi-kun? I'm sorry, all you said was right. After all, you couldn't stand the hunger too. What else could someone do otherwise? Actually, there was a reason I was aiming at Haruhiko, and the reason was, for when we fought each day, it was all because of hunger. Tori-kun. So what, were you hoping for sympathy? Either way, you planned the murder and executed it. No, I have nothing to say. I don't want to make more excuses and dishonor Haruhiko anymore. I'm going to be dead anyways. Wait, there's one more thing I'm curious about. Why did you go to the arsenal before the victim? Work with the gun, write a letter to call him, then go back into the arsenal. And also, why did you write your letter so badly? I'm not going to kill you, I promise. You know what, that is a very Taira thing to say, now that I'm really thinking about it. Maybe even more so than Satsuki. My plan was to originally summon Haruhiko and then see him and go into the arsenal, and I would go with him. And if it had nothing to do with a criminal, Haruhiko, and I were supposed to fight. If it had nothing to do with the criminal, Haruhiko and I were supposed to fight, and then provoke him and let him shoot me with the gun I prepared. Once that happens, his hand would fly away without knowing anything, and so he would die. In the past, I followed my papa to study guns in America. Then I decided to commit a crime by using the knowledge I gained at the time. That doesn't explain the bullet hole. It still doesn't explain the bullet hole, though. See, yeah, this is way too early to decide. See, I think Taira and Satsuki both think they're the killer. Kind of in the same exact way Yasuhiro and Toko thought they were the killer for Sakura's case in Trigger Happy Havoc, now that I'm thinking about it. So I went back to my room and watched see Haru coming out, but I was too tired, so I fell asleep until morning came. In the end, I don't know the reason why Haru broke his hand, but in any case, it was my fault. The fact that I killed Haruhiko doesn't change. It was a difficult answer to even predict. I'm glad you're a stupid fool. In a way, Kurokawa, who was watching the corridor all day morning, I think that was a good thing. Thanks to that, my crime was discovered. Taira. Discussion so far has ended with the conclusion that Taira is the culprit. It seems like a long shot, I think. There's still a lot of unsolved questions. Wait a minute, I've been listening to this all the time. Something is wrong with this. Taira is not the culprit. Tsuki-chan, what are you talking about? Torii-kun just admitted it. I mean, the culprit is me. See, I told you. I called it earlier. I may not know how to play this fucking game, but I can read this stuff. Are you still saying that? I told you to shut up. Wait, is Teruya really the culprit? Even Mikako-chan? If I'm right, Teruya is not the culprit. There's still an unsolved mystery. Which by happenstance happens to be my favorite show. What are you guys talking about? I'm the culprit, aren't I? I'm almost 9% sure that Teruya is the culprit, but it's still a little too early to end the trial. I agree that there's an unsolved mystery left. If we try and vote without anyone speaking up like this, I would have tried to do it, but actually, this is the most important part of the case right now. Huh? What's this all of a sudden? Wasn't the trial ending like this? That's right, if we think about it carefully, there's still a lot of parts that cannot be explained on the contents of the discussion. But I'd like to hear why Kurokawa thinks Teruya is not the culprit. You weren't careful enough, even for Kinjo. What? Nothing. Anyway, if you listen to the explanation, you'll know right away. Let's do some spinning, bitches. Yeah, it's obviously that first thing. And the wood plank. Yeah, he didn't explain why the door is locked. Why do you think Teruya isn't the culprit? There's a few things it could be, I feel like. When Teruya passed the door to my room, he sent a letter to Haruhiko. True. Oh yeah, and the grenades, too. What's up with those? That is the explanation so far. But after that, Teruya passed the door to my room again. I feel like all these could be possible. There was no movement until the morning after. We'll just have to wait until I see a truth bolt or contradiction point that sticks out to me. Even if Teruya did plot something, even if Haruhiko's hand was exploded. The direct cause of death is a gunshot wound. True, Teruya didn't mention that he used the gun himself. If Teruya who came out of the arsenal before Haruhiko could not kill. And one more thing. The arsenal was blocked from the inside. Yes, it was. I agree. Oh, does anyone know about this? I think that was why I was supposed to agree with that. Okay, I'm gonna lose another heart. Oh, well. Fuck me, then. I gotta know everything the first time around, apparently. Okay, skip that. Cursor, just stay the fuck still. Just stay the fuck still. Just stay. I gotta go all the way to the end here. You're making this very difficult. Oh, God, that was like... just like clicking through the channels in Toy Story 2. Come on. Okay, it's coming up. Get onto the right truth bullet. Come on. Come to Papa. There it is. That's what it's all about. Hit. I almost missed it. Jesus Christ. That would have been ultra embarrassing. I would have had to retire this series, man. Just this entire series. The wood plank. Are you referring to this, Kurokawa? That's right, Maeda. You mean the broken wood plank that fell near the arsenal door? Yeah, according to Maeda, he opened the arsenal door in the morning with Teruya's help. You're not gonna say just because they opened the door together, he's not the culprit, are you? That's not it. Think about it. After Teruya entered and left the arsenal in the morning, Haruhiko entered afterwards. Until this moment, the door to the arsenal was open. Then, when was the door blocked with the wood planks? Well, when was it? It is for a fact that Kobayashi-kun opened the door and went in. Doesn't that matter that the door was blocked after that? That is true, but according to Dark Circle's testimony, Teruya Tori did not even enter the arsenal after doing his little scheme. In other words, Teruya wasn't the one who blocked the door with a wood plank. It's only natural. I tried to open the door with Maeda in the morning. I was embarrassed to know that the arsenal, which had only been open, was not open. As I said before, you must pass by Kurokawa's room. Even if you don't, you can head to the arsenal door. After that, the door to the arsenal was opened one more time. At that time, Teruya finished his plan. That's impossible. Since Haruhiko was the last one to enter, the Arsenal door has been opened once. If Torita went in and out of the arsenal, I should have heard the sound twice. Well, for starters, the wood plank was used to clasp the door. I guess if you do something like this from the inside, you won't be able to come out. That's true, but even if you put a plank by some trick from outside, there wasn't just one plank. You know what I'm talking about, right, Maeda? There wasn't just one plank. Yes, I saw it clearly. The thing that fell with the plank near the door, at the same time it fell. Yeah, it'd be hard to set that up with a trick. The grenades. There. Right, the objects that were separated from the plank. You mean the flash and smoke grenades, right? Flash and smoke grenades? Ah, are those things that were near the door? Yes, when Tsurugi and I first opened the door, we heard a shattering sound from the inside, and immediately afterwards, a tremendous amount of light and noise hit us. And then after a few moments, when we opened our eyes, the arsenal was filled with smoke. After pulling out the plank from the handle, the door was opened and the plank fell because of the effort we did. That's right. Now you see, it's impossible to block the door like that from the outside. What? Then are you saying Otori-kun is not the culprit? Wait a minute. But it was me who wrote the letter and had a gun ready to explode. It was the reason Haru saw the gun and then it exploded on his hand. I told you a little while ago. It is true that Haruhiko's right hand was ruptured, but the cause of death was the gunshot wound. Teruya, you only prepared the gun, but you didn't shoot Haruhiko, did you? That's no... Hold it, Teruya had an obvious murder intent. Now it's a contradiction to say that he isn't the culprit? What's wrong, Mr. Psychocop? Using forceful logic in that way doesn't seem like it would reach an answer like this. Dark Silk was light. I don't think Teruya or Tori is the killer either. But what if she's just saying that because, you know, they had a little thing going on in the dance? Then who is the culprit? You're saying it's impossible for Teruya to block a door, however no one else can do it? That's true. I mean, it has to be Haru then, right? That's the biggest mystery in this case. So what are you all saying in short? In short, it's an impossible crime. Oh! Well, I guess we better just take the L and get executed then. If it's really impossible. I'll take another save, sure, why not? Continue! We're doing the full trial, baby. No stopping. I need to know how this fucking ends. An impossible crime? What does that mean? It's literally what it means. The incident happened, but no one in this state is capable of causing the incident itself. That can't be. I can't affirm there's no such thing as an impossible crime in this world. I agree with this. There's no unsolved problem in the world. When a result has happened, it means that there was a series of processes. In this case, how do you explain it? Ghost. To assert that this was an impossible crime, you gave up on the case. There's a secret that has not yet been solved, where your thoughts don't reach to the end. But if neither Kinjo-kun nor Mikuru, who always knew the critical points of the case, weren't confused enough to say that, it's already a mystery that can't be solved. Shut up. Do I look like I'm panicking right now? Sorry, but it looks like that. It's been a few days now, but these days Kinjo-kun is not Kinjo at all. Just like Maeda-kun before coming to the ballroom. You're being very annoying. Damn criminal. Kinjo, why are you saying that? It's not really like you to get emotional so easily. I mean, he's been saying shit like this the entire time. I don't know what you're talking about. Ignore it. Now that we're on trial, this is a life or death war. If you take care of someone who loses their temper during a war, you have to go through them. There's no other option. This person or that person, I'm done. Again, this crime is an unsolved crime. Let's organize the information. Kinjo. First, even if we put on hold Teruya's claim that the crime is impossible, it will be necessary to look at the case from a different point of view. A different point of view? In retrospect, all the reasoning we've done so far is based on Kurokawa's testimony. Let's step back here for a moment. Has anyone ever seen Kurokawa spying on the hallway? What do you mean? In short, Kurokawa's testimony is not too blind. But Kurokawa's words were 100% true. She would be hungry in extreme circumstances. Would she bear with that in mind? Lastly, there could be a possibility that Kurokawa was the culprit. When that idea comes up, she could be playing with all of us. Kinjo. Hey, did you went crazy? Did you really flip around that fast? That's stuff that comes out of your mouth. What? I'm talking about possibilities. At the time of Tomori's murder, that's her name, during Kinjo's testimony, you put a thread on our private room doors to prove our alibis, but that was, I hit the mic, but that was evidence that no one else knew other than Kinjo. It's the same story. It's different from that. What I've been doing at that time is what I've been doing before the incident, and this is just simply what you've seen and heard testimony. It is meaningless to condemn the truth to a falsehood in a testimony. Did you forget what you said? Yeah, get fucked, idiot. It's utterly disappointing, Tsurugi Kinjo. Even though I was thinking you were just a crazy guy, I admitted your reasoning skills, but now, you stopped thinking with your head. You're now thinking with your fucking hand. I don't know. but since the situation is quite desperate, I tried making that funny, but I'm not in the right state of mind to make that work. Someone much more talented than me should take over this channel. Anyway, but since the situation is quite desperate, isn't Kinjo trying to do everything he can? Kurokawa, is there no way to prove it? Your testimony, I mean. I don't know why do I have to do this. Why not ask Satsuki or Toruya? Huh? Oh yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Was her testimony accurate? You've heard about my testimony. Toruya admitted that he entered the arsenal a while ago. About Satsuki. If I was out at dawn, well, like Kurokawa said, since I'm the killer above top, of course I wandered around at dawn. Even if we ignore the backstory, Dark Circle's testimony is reliable in its own right now. If I were you, I would have known that right away, without having to do this cumbersome work. You're noisy. They keep using that insult. As long as your reasoning hits a wall, it's a way to do what you can. You admit with your own words that your reasoning was blocked. Now, that's funny. Be quiet, Mekaru. You're on the same level as we are right now. Do you think you're in a position to mock others now? That's enough. Oh, she shut them both up. How come Kurokawa has such a powerful voice in a class trial? Everyone, don't get worked up. Since this is a difficult case, we need to regain stability more than usual. So let's calm down and look back at the case from the beginning. There must be something we missed. Sorry, as Maya said, I was getting too excited. I apologize. Then Toruya Tori is not the culprit. I'm sure up to this point. Even if that's true, we'll have to double check. Toruya, are you really sure you sent a letter to Haruhiko and load the bullets? Well, yes, I'll say. I still can't believe I'm not the culprit. I didn't really read the Monokuma file properly, so in a hurry, I saw the right hand ruptured, so I guess I was the one who did it. That probably isn't a lie. Toruya really thought he was the killer. He said a little while ago, as if confessing, he told us he was going to be executed. It's not likely, but something came to my head. Can I speak? Go ahead. An accomplice, or in fact, there were two culprits. How about it? Dismissed. Anyways, all opinions from your brain like that are like that, or what? I didn't even expect it. Rubbish opinions like that. A story not worth considering. Anything like that. Just crumble it, take it out of your brains, and throw it into the trash. Ah, God. That was such a dick thing to say, and I should be mad at her for hurting my BFF, but the way she delivers it, it's so funny, man. That's unfair. I said that because I was just thinking in my own way. Being a dick is fine if it's for a bit. No, if the bit's funny. No, I'm joking. If Toruya had an accomplice, there would have been a person who objected at the time of him being accused as a culprit. Even if not, Toruya would have confessed everything and made a mistake in the end. But what if there was a real criminal and pointed out Tori-kun as the culprit? Fuck, everyone except the real culprit dies, right? Can't you think about development like the culprit used to Tori-kun? I mean, we can just ask him. Oh, you're using your head, but that wouldn't be it. Even if a culprit is secretly works behind Toruya Tori to cover up his sins, it is impossible to work without him because of the limited circumstances of the arsenal. And even if there was an accomplice, if we believe using Kurokawa's testimony, the only suspect remaining is Aronimi, so she can't be. Huh? Wait a minute. I have thought that something passed like a flash in my head just now. No, I am the real culprit. You're relentless. Why are you claiming to be the killer? Even after that, you don't know anything about this case. The more you claim to be the culprit, the more you claim your innocence. You still don't notice? Let's organize a fraudsters. Teruya is not the culprit. He didn't shoot. What Teruya did was call Haru by using a letter and make a trap that explodes the gun by misloading a bullet. And the person who killed Haruhiko himself, in other words, what the real culprit did, what Teruya didn't do, that is, grabbed a gun to kill Haruhiko, messed up the interior of the arsenal, and finally locked the door with the plank and the grenades. Teruya doesn't know what the real culprit did. If we think like that, conversely, does the culprit know what Teruya did? Oh, shit. About the hand. No, the real culprit won't know what Teruya did. As Mikuru said earlier, what Teruya did was unknown to anyone since he was in close space. Wait, does that mean the fucking person who shot Haru would have had their gun explode? In the close space of the arsenal, unless the culprit directly sees it or Teruya tells them in advance, then who is the killer? Wait, guys, there's something I want to check for a moment. Maeda? Is someone like hiding a fucked up hand right now? Who could be doing that? Satsuki is wearing gloves, so I guess maybe she could be doing it. Kurokawa watched during the morning. From that point on, what if someone was hiding inside the arsenal? Could there be such a case? No, I don't think it would happen. Kinjo was tied up and I saw Taira going into the room before. Mekaru. The last time she went into the empty room. Oh god, we're getting close though. I can tell we're getting close to like the reveal. Oh, my heart's pounding. Who the fuck could it be, man? The last time she went to the empty room to the left of the dance hall, she didn't exit the room at all. When did you see this? Well, you're right, I was investigating the empty room all day long. Then there are only two suspects that Kurokawa has seen, and they don't know what each other have done. In other words, the real culprit doesn't know that Haruhiko received the letter, and they don't know why their hand was ruptured. But for some reason, Haruhiko was shot with a gun and killed. There's someone who could fit the conditions right now that turned themselves at the start of this trial. They aren't in the suspect view since they moved at dawn, and no one else can commit a crime at this stage. But is the person really the culprit? If so, why in the world? Okay, maybe it's just the wording that's confusing me, but I'm confused. I think they want me to pick Satsuki, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know why they had to make such a big deal about that. Like, Satsuki has been saying it all along. Was it really Satsuki? All you guys won't want to admit, but I think I know now. The identity of the culprit. What, Maeda-kun, you know the killer? The person who satisfies all the conditions as the true culprit of this case, it can only be you. Satsuki. What? Satsuki's the killer? Hooray, you finally came to think of me as the culprit. Only Yuki understands me. I'm so glad. This seems like such a boring way to end this case, though. Ah. I mean, I guess if she really is the actual culprit, they were playing 4D chess with us, but I still think it's too early to decide. Wait, man, look at her now. She was picked as the culprit, but she looked around content. Do you really think that Satsuki is the culprit? I think, what I'm thinking is that she definitely tried to shoot Haru. And maybe, so I was thinking maybe she like fucked up her hand. And then maybe got confused because of that or something. I don't know. Think about it. The only one who can possibly do this is Satsuki. At the beginning of the trial, when Satsuki came out saying she was the culprit, we're trying to interrogate her to see if she really was. How Satsuki had no idea of the letter that called Haruhiko and his destroyed right hand, which we thought the culprit would know, of course. So we thought because of these reasons that she wasn't the real culprit. But take a look. The two things mentioned earlier are actually from Teruya's doing. Not the culprits. Teruya didn't know that there was someone who killed Haruhiko by shooting him with a separate gun. So on the contrary, did the culprit know that Teruya sent a letter and destroyed his hand? Probably not. It would be impossible to know Teruya's actions unless he himself told the culprit in advance. I still feel like there's a trick. Am I just in denial? I mean, the logic makes sense, and I can't really see any more plot holes, but, except for, like, why, but then the real culprit would be a person who doesn't know why the letter was sent to Haruhiko's room and his right hand exploded, even though they didn't know why his hand ended up that way. Well, hold on, if one more gun was exploded, then there'd be more shattered pieces, wouldn't there be? I guess, did Tori only do that to very specific guns? Did they say that? Or was that the implication that I missed out on or something? So maybe never mind. Maybe forget everything I said about the fucked up hand thing. And there's someone who meets these conditions. The person who confessed with their own voice that they killed Haru by shooting them, but didn't mention about the right hand nor the letter. And that person is Satsuki. Oh, well, I'm not sure what you're saying because it's difficult, but anyways, that's right. It was me, I killed Haruhiko. Just why, though? And why are you so lax about it? I think my Haku's reasoning is making sense, but I don't really understand Satsuki-chan's appearance being like that. Why did you do this, Satsuki-chan? Why did you like it so much when you're being named as a killer? Shikaru-kun, who was close to Satsuki-chan with her own hands. How can you say it so lightly that you killed him? Aren't you sad? Think again, incompetent. Of course it's possible to commit the crime as you said. There's only that woman, but that's absolutely not the reaction of a killer. I'm not crazy, it's very normal. Actually, I don't know why Satsuki reacts like that, and keeps saying that she's the culprit. However, I can't think of any other reasoning. Maeda's words make sense. In fact, at the time, Teruya was not found to be the killer. It was enough to doubt Satsuki because of the circumstances. Maybe as soon as the trial began, Satsuki couldn't be the culprit. We were stuck in stereotypes, and we didn't think about it more, though, throughout. Satsuki, I'll check once more. Are you the culprit? Haruhiko, you killed him with a gun in your hand. Yeah, that's right, I'm the killer. Well, if you're the real culprit, can you explain why you're so positive? You're like the one constantly appealed to him as you like the one constantly appealed to him as the culprit. I don't know, just when the trial started, it became bothersome to make excuses, so that's why I just confessed. You seemed so sad earlier, though. Was that like an act? Is this an act? I mean, she is a clown. Clowns are known for acting. Something. No, I don't like this. Something strange is going on here. There's one more piece of the puzzle that I'm just not thinking about. Now, if it's decided, go ahead and execute me. You sound so refreshingly like that. It doesn't look like you're a criminal. On the contrary. I have my doubts too. In the first place, Satsuki-chan doesn't have the personality to kill. Even though that she was even thought that she was resolute at this point, like Mikuru said. It would rather seem like we're choosing the wrong killer and we're going to die together. That's not it at all. I was just telling the truth. What do I do? It's hard to make sure after identifying the killer. This attitude Satsuki has. It's a reaction that defies understanding, like Mikuru said. Even like this, can I still point Satsuki as the culprit? Everyone stop. Why are you thinking about crime is... Why are you thinking about a crime is possible, but the reaction is weird? Wake up already. The crime is impossible even for Satsuki. Why is that? Is it? I don't know. You've been dropping nothing but duds all day, buddy. But sure. Lay your genius on me. But Kinjo, based on testimony by Kurokawa, Haruhiko, Teruya, and Satsuki entered the arsenal at dawn. Of them, Teruya was the first to come out of the arsenal, and then Haruhiko entered the arsenal. Because he was walking through the corridor with Satsuki. Just before this point, if they entered the arsenal together, then that means perhaps it was at this time that Haruhiko used the gun. And this is likely to be true just by looking at the sounds of the arsenal opening. And Suji coming out alone from the corridor. Oh, okay, so like... maybe? Back off, my head. You said it with your own words just now. No, but no, Satsuki couldn't have known that, about the right hand. That was part of your argument, right? So she couldn't have been in the same room. So she accused Haruhiko and gets out of the arsenal all alone. If she came out, how did she lock the door then? Ah! Yeah, that too. It's a clue that you guys found and checked yourselves, right? It is impossible to block the door from the outside in that way. So the killer was in the arsenal, at least until Maeda and Teruya showed up to the door. Now, Tsuji came out of the arsenal before this. Does this sound like she could still be the killer? And if you look at Satsuki's reaction, that girl used a weapon, but it seems she doesn't know that the arsenal was blocked. So now what? Is Satsuki a ninja now? Yeah, okay, you know what? You make a good point. What was that again? Oh, wait, I know, maybe you don't know, but what if you used a plank of wood as a barricade? It seems you were asleep during the trial. How about it? Is there anyone who still thinks Satsuki is the culprit? After listening to Kinjo, it seems Satsuki is really not the culprit. God damn it. Can whoever just did fucking say it? I guess there's a good possibility this could just end in a suicide, too. Even though Monokuma strictly prohibited suicides. But, like... I don't know, man. I don't know. If they're pulling from the Sakura case, it would make sense. In the end, the problem lies with the arsenal door being blocked. If we solve this, there should be no problem, even if Satsuki is the culprit. If you think about it again, it is impossible to put a wood plank inside the arsenal from the outside with grenades on it. There's no time frame at all. I think the current prerequisites were all wrong. The public here probably won't solve this mystery. I'd rather go back from the very beginning and reorganize the case instead. Wow, again. Well, that sounds nice and all, but I hate when the trial is taking too long, don't you? It's not a warning, but you better wrap things up soon. The alibis of Dawn. Oh god, okay, so now we have a time limit. Kurokawa's testimony. For something that didn't sound like a warning, for something that wasn't supposed to be a warning, that sounded a lot like a warning. Tsurugi's behavior, the wood plank that blocked the arsenal, and Satsuki's incomprehensible reactions. Maybe, have we missed something else? Why does Satsuki have that attitude in the first place? Even Kinjo seems to be confused. Our reasoning is at the very core right now. I think Kinjo is right, blocking the door for Satsuki. This is a big problem. My mind is getting more and more complicated. Right now, this is the most important aspect of the case. The arsenal door, the wood plank, the grenades. How to block the door from the outside? I mean, the only one who could block the door from the inside is Haru. Right? Why are these idiots not thinking about that? Wait, you don't need to go back to the start. If you think about it a little, it should become clear. It's not a waste of time. Wait a minute, what's the reason for the flash grenade and the smoke screen? At the moment, the door's open. If the criminal's thin inside escapes through the light and smoke, then the trick to block the arsenal from the inside is solved. But I'm afraid not. This was already mentioned. It's ridiculous when you think about Dark Circle's testimony at the very beginning. Oh, she's down herself now. It's been seen that Torii Otori and Satsuki Aranami, both of them came out of the arsenal. Inside the arsenal, the last one who came out was Satsuki, I'm sure. But opening the door and coming out of the arsenal means the door was not blocked until the last moment. Well, in a word, doesn't that mean that the body of Haruhiko was left alone in the arsenal until just before Maeda and I opened the door together in the morning? It doesn't make sense. It wasn't that the body was alive and blocked the door alone. Oh no, this is starting to sound creepy somehow. I mean, that would explain all the blood on the floor too, from his wounds. Fuck. And Satsuki does think she shot him. But if she's not the culprit, then that gunshot wound had to be inflicted by someone else. What the fuck? Huh? Taira, wait a second. What did you just say? That it started to get creepy. Not that, before that. Oh, we pulled one of those. The body moved and blocked the door like a zombie from a movie. Well, of course it won't. Such health science is unscientific. It's like that bear in front of our very eyes. It's unscientific. Hey, what the heck did you just say? I'll have you know I'm a cutting-edge science product. The body moved and blocked the door. Of course, a reality like that does not exist, but as Teruya said earlier, it was a Haru alone who remained in the arsenal until the end. No way. Could it be? Sorry, could it be? Colt? The person who blocked the door to the arsenal, that person's identity is... Oh my god, you're gonna make me fucking spell out his fucking name. Or maybe he's gonna make me spell out, like, victim or something. Oh, yeah, this is in Korean. Oh, fuck. Okay, so that wasn't the first letter. That wasn't the first letter either. Okay, so the 2 on top of the T is not it. I need more letters. Guys, where's the letters? backwards F on top of T. Okay, backwards F on top of T. Cool, cool, cool. Let's try this. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's okay. Come on, baby. Okay, let's try you. Okay, it's not you. I'm sorry. I'll stop bugging you. Fuck off. You fucking just let me click something, please. Fuck. Okay, so it's not 2T. As long as I memorize the pattern, even if I get a game over, I should be fine. Is it this one maybe? Oh my god. Did I try this O with a line or did it disappear? Fucking fuck off. Fine, I don't want to click you anyway, you motherfuckers. You suck. It's not that either. Okay, it's that one. It's that one. Okay, and then next is a... it's obviously this one. It's obviously not that one. Okay, so F over T, upside down A. I can't even click that. Damn it. Okay, 2T's never gonna work out for me. Well, back to the beginning. Oh my god, I'm going this far back? What the fuck? Okay, we're back. Jesus fucking Christ, why did it fucking send me back so far? Oh my god, okay. I barely even remember which ones are the ones I need to click on. It's the backwards F1. And then the upside down A. Well, the first two. Yeah, that one. Never mind. I'm gonna actually fucking... Was it the other way around? It was the backwards F1, right? Oh no. Oh no, it was this one. It was this one. No, it wasn't. Oh, fuck me. I love my life. Was it the upside down A first and then the backwards F? Maybe it was that. Maybe I'm getting the order mixed up. Oh god damn it. Just give me the fucking... Again, one of my favorite minigames from the main series. Glad it's here. I love waiting for letters. There's no gameplay experience more enjoyable than this. Can you just click on the fucking thing? Why is the cursor so finicky? Dude! Should I just pause until I get this whole puzzle figured out? This can't be entertaining to watch, right? Me trying to figure out how to spell in Korean. Yeah, I'm just gonna pause until I get this figured out. Oh man. There were like fucking... There's like a cheat sheet on the itch.io page, but for some reason I couldn't load it if I remember correctly. Like the link was weird or whatever. I'll try that again and see if that helps, but if it doesn't, I'm gonna go back to randomly guessing. I got the fucking link to work finally. The website did send me to like 500 fucking pop-up websites that were all porn, but I know the letters now. So it is FT. Why is it telling me it's not this one? Am I stupid or something? Is there a different way to right that I'm just not seeing? What? What is going on here? I know it's this one. It's telling me it's this one. I have the walkthrough right in front of me. The little F with the T. The same exact symbol that's at the end. Yes. That symbol. Oh, does the T at the bottom need to be longer? Is that what it is? Well, thanks. That's super easy to tell when it's in motion. Is it? Yeah, because I know sometimes these languages have like subtle like stroke differences that imply a different letter, you know? So maybe it's something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the right one. This looks right to me. I died again though. What the fuck? I'll be right back. I think I clicked the wrong option on the menu. I have to go all the way fucking back to the fucking... Was it really, like, you couldn't translate the fucking menu so I knew what the fuck I was clicking on? It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I'm not even fucking upset. Why would you think that? I only have to redo the entirety of the second half of the class trial, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm not pissed off at anyone. Especially not this stupid game that fucking sends me all the way back to like 20 minutes ago because I lost a minigame. Why can't I just start the minigame immediately? What is wrong with this game? While I was spamming the button to skip through all the dialogue, I was on Twitter and saw a tweet where a poster described someone as having a cerebral cortex from Temu. And I just want to say, I have never seen a meme that perfectly just encapsulates how I'm feeling at this very moment. So accurately. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see you again when I die or make it through. Good news, guys. It accepted the F over T thing. Which means I'm probably going to win. I still don't know why I didn't accept it earlier. Just another quirk of the game, I guess. Alright. I just need one more letter. Just gotta wait for it. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Oh my god, the hit detection is so fucking garbage. God, even if this wasn't English, like, it'd still be so annoying. Ah, man. The more I play this game, the more I love its characters and its storyline, but the more I also hate the mini games and the trials. Even something like the non-stop debates. I don't know why. I am not getting into that part of the game. Oh man. I don't know if it's just me or if other people feel the same way, but it's definitely the weak point of this game so far. That's it. It has to be him, the identity of the person who blocked the door to the arsenal. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what we were even talking about. I got so fucking distracted. Oh man. Hold on. I'm getting a text from my actual 9-to-5 job. I gotta pause again. Great timing. Okay, I'm back for real. That took a while because the fucking group chat app we use for my work was fucking being buggy as shit, so I had to sign onto my computer, and of course I use my Apple ID for the group app, and fucking my computer was like, wait, I gotta make sure it's okay with your iPhone before blah blah blah. It was stupid. Everything sucks right now. I just want to finish this trial. I am losing my mind. Jesus Christ. Okay. Really, Maeda-kun? Do we know who the killer is? I don't think you're about to say it was Kobushikawa-kun just because the body moved, right? I was just joking. No, thanks to Taira, I can come up with something else. That's right. It was a zombie. The only one that could block the arsenal door was no one else other than Haruhiko. Haruhiko? Is that the culprit? Is the culprit? I mean, but you said you came up with something else though. So what more do you have to say, buddy? You're saying he committed suicide? Wait, have you forgotten? As Monokuma said, suicide is forbidden. And if you kill yourself in any way or form, you will treat it as a dog's death. Haruhiko was murdered by someone other than himself. That's why Monokuma treated this as a case, and the class trial was held like this. No, man, I never said that he committed suicide. He said the person who blocked the door to the arsenal was Haruhiko. What? Like Maeda said, the person who killed Haruhiko with a gun is the killer, Satsuki. The person who killed Haruhiko with a gun is the killer, Satsuki, but it was impossible for Satsuki to It was impossible for her to do the task of blocking the arsenal, but it was possible for Haruhiko. How about it? This means the reason why Satsuki can't be the culprit. It's now gone. Oh, okay, so it's still Satsuki, but Haruhiko decided to block the door for some weird reason and then put grenades? Why? I guess to... Where's my mic? I didn't even move the mic back into frame. Or to my mouth. What is wrong with me? Oh my god. Dude, I am so fucking tired. Whew. Okay, let's calm down. I think Satsuki's about to die, which is also making me really upset because I like Satsuki a lot. To be fair, though, a clown execution is gonna be pretty cool, but... No, that can't be. The fact that Haruhiko blocked the door to the arsenal is just a simple assumption. That may be possible in context, and there is no evidence of this. No evidence. No, there's proof of this. I don't mean ill will just because Haru blocked the door without any evidence. But Kinjo wouldn't be unaware of this evidence. Why does he argue so much? No, let's not bother right now. Now the case comes first. The evidence that Haru may have blocked the arsenal door is... I kind of feel like Satsuki being the villain is kind of just a lame twist. Like, I mean, it's kind of cool they did the whole thing that's like, oh, it's so obvious that she's the culprit, but what if that's what they want me to think? Like, 4D chess, But, I don't know, it's just, What's the evidence I'm looking for? Unnatural bloodstains, that's it. There's evidence, it's the blood. Blood? The blood that splattered in the arsenal, everyone has seen it, right? Didn't you think it was a little strange looking? Oh, it still only felt a little weird. It felt like, well, like it was a road made by blood rather than a blood spot. I mean, not that I think it's necessarily a bad twist, but like after all this build-up and all this like, oh, there's so many things it could be. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too hard. It just feels so lame for it to just be like, oh, it's the girl who confessed at the beginning. Like, mind blown. It's like, wow. Am I supposed to have some big reaction to that? Like, that's right. It looks like bloodstains wandering around in the arsenal. After Haruhiko was shot, wouldn't it explain he was bleeding while looking for boards, flashing smokescreen grenades? It is plausible, but would it be compelling that Haruhiko Kobushikawa himself locked the door of the arsenal simply by looking at his blood? It's not reasoning, but a realm of speculation. But it's not a contradiction. Only Haruhiko has a certain possibility, and even if the culprit dragged the body... Now my iPad's beeping at me. What the fuck does my iPad want now? Software update? God damn it! There's no reason for it. Only leaves evidence behind. No, it is a contradiction. Kinjo? Oh, Kinjo's about to fight us, Jesus. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a really fun trial in a lot of other ways. I do think the build-up was really nice. And like I said, the idea of it doing that 4D chess thing is kind of cool. I don't know. I think it just kind of lessens the impact of the actual reveal in a way. If it makes sense. Like there's a lot of cool character stuff going on in this chapter and everything too. So like don't take this as me saying this whole chapter was sucky or whatever. I just don't think this reveal was like as exciting as I was maybe building it up in my head, which could be unfair to the game, you know. I don't know. If you want, have a civil conversation about it, like, yeah, my comments are open. I concede that all Maeda's words were true, but Haruhiko was murdered by a very cruel killer. Let me ask a simple question: why in the world would the victim help elaborating? Why in the world would the victim help elaborating more tricks for the killer, if not to leave evidence of their crime? Ah, see, like I said, there's a lot of cool character stuff with Kinjo, especially going on in this chapter. Because, like, obviously the answer would be that Haru still cares for Satsuki. The answer is you don't know about that? But if you wander around about emotional things and look at only the information left in the case, it makes sense that it is Haruhiko that just closed the door even with the process elimination method. This is not about being emotional. This is about the victim helping the killer. There can't be such a thing. Stockholm Syndrome? I don't believe in any of that crap. That kind of thing is psychotic. Even that requires the premise that the killer had some kindness and gentle behavior towards their victim. But does this reflect reality? Did the killer show kindness to Haruhiko? No, rather they murdered them in cold blood. Man's reasoning is the worst, not to mention forced and far-fetched. He is very combative today. Hey, what is this Stockholm Syndrome? Oh my god, we're gonna fucking have a 20-minute conversation about that now? It's when victims are held hostages by a robber or kidnapper, but rather they think of themselves as their saviors. It's like a phenomenon that antagonizes rescuers, police, etc., and they take the criminal's side. Kinjo, it's weird. If you were the usual you would rather have ruled out such emotional things and reasoned it out by considering the logical situations. You said I was being emotional. This is natural. You just don't see it. If the victim who deserves salvation agrees to the obvious evil, it becomes impossible to reason with. This choice is not logical here. Saving them is what I have to do. I can't leave alone your pretentious reasoning. And besides that, there are loopholes in Maeda's reasoning. Oh, I think we're about to have a little shoot a minigame going on. I'll just do whatever I have to do. I'll refute you. Oh, okay, maybe not quite yet. I'll correct that ridiculous reasoning, Maeda. What the hell are you doing, Kinjo? You know it's best that there's no more to refute here. You're making an unacceptable reasoning. From my point of view, that can't happen, and it shouldn't happen. And if there's anything to refute, then I'll do it, Maeda. Okay. Well, I guess so. Skipping / psychocop. Oh, cool. Thanks. I didn't need that refresher anyway, guys. It's fine. Lovely. Why even give me the option? Why translate the text asking if I want it? Okay, what the fuck are we doing here? Oh god. I did it. I'm winning, I think. Oh god. Oh god. You just keep mashing the buttons. She still tried to have Haru killed. She still tried to kill Haru herself. Okay, yeah, sure. Not enough to leave. Moral clues, blah, blah, blah. How do I change blades again? Oh my goodness. I just died, didn't I? Son of a bitch. How far back am I gonna go? Oh, all the way back here. Dude, why did I stay up? I hate to sound like a bitch because I'm complaining so much. I really am enjoying this chapter. So I'm sorry if my complaining is getting a little overbearing. Like, don't take this as me not having fun. It's just There's a lot going on right now. I mean, if I wasn't having fun, I just stop the recording right now, TBH. But I'm having enough fun to push through whatever other pain is bothering me. Like I said, there's a lot of good stuff here in this chapter. And honestly, I kind of think the reveal of, like, not having much of an impact on me is just maybe an unfair judgment on my part for my high expectations of what this case could have been. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna give this rebuttal showdown one more try. Come on, come on. There we go. We got them all fired up. We got them all feisty. So it is Satsuki who's the killer, right? Like, I mean, we all agree on that, right? Like, can't we just vote? Why do we need Kinjo to be on the same page as us? Majority rules, man, right? I wish I could figure out how to switch my blades, but I guess I don't need that. I thought it was shift, but maybe it's not. Okay, for now I'm just gonna mash the fucking button. I can't fuck this up again. You gotta mash fast, man. I'm sorry, my keyboard's gonna be annoying for a minute. Okay, yeah. Tried to kill Haru, blah, 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 blah. I thought shift. Is it, like, control? What is it? Oh, it's left and right. It's left and right. Okay, cool. I figured it out. How is it possible for Satsuki to block the door to the arsenal? Tsurugi, you should know this. At that point, it was only Haruhiko in the arsenal who could have done this. The unnatural bloodstains support this fact. Oh, goodness. There's so much talking, and I can't read it because I got just mashed. Like, I can try and read, I guess. Without seeing anything, instant death. Oh, wait, no. That was what I was supposed to contradict. Oh. Oh, hold on. Because you said yourself that he might be alive for a little bit. So I think I use his own testimony against him. Do I have it? Yeah. Get fucked, dude. I'm gonna destroy you with your own goddamn words, you little bitch. Besides, if you listen to Aronimi, she tried to kill Haru by herself. She's still in self-defense. See, I can't fucking read this shit. It's not enough to leave more clues on the culprit. Why would they help the killer with his own death? Yeah, I think I got that one right. Okay, and then how do I actually slice though is the big thing. That's actually gonna be another issue we have to figure out. Oh, man. I'm sorry I don't have this blocked in my brain, but we only play this game like once per trial, so it's not in there. Oh, there you go. It is shift. Okay, I did actually have it locked in my brain. Let's go. I was just second guessing myself. Kinjo, that's wrong. Haruhiko did not die immediately. You can say what you want, Maeda. I said Haruhiko had his chest pierced. Since the bullet hit his body with a wound like that, he would have no choice but to die immediately. Well, maybe he's built different. Did you ever think of that? No, Haruhiko did not die immediately. His chest was struck but the bullet penetrated through Haruhiko without getting stuck in his body. Because the amount of shock is relatively less than one that gets stuck, it would have been possible for him to move. Just speculations. Anyone can make that claim. Stop it now, Kinjo. This is not speculation. It was you, Tsurugi Kinjo, who told me this. Ugh. Incompetent, is that true? If it's about the bullet pierced, of course, I'm well aware of it, but was it the cop who told you about this? Yes, during the investigation, I thought he had died because he was shot in the chest at first, but Kinjo told me. I heard that his death might not have been immediate, but he could have trouble breathing, so he was able to move for a little more time. That's... Man, he made a lot of usage of that limited time, let me say. That's at the time I just said that, as a guess only. Kinjo-kun, why are you arguing so much? In this case, it's like Kinjo-kun is the culprit. We named Satsuki-chan as the culprit, and Kobushikawa-kun did the back work. But why are you still arguing so much? Probably because it just fucks up with his, weird perception of the world. Shut up, criminal! Haruhiko was murdered. He was also labeled as the victim. That I had to protect. A victim who deserved protection. Was actually on the killer's side? Something like that can't be. Kinjo. Yeah, I can't listen to this far-fetched logic. According to your logic, Kazuna Tomori was also a victim, but in reality, she was actually a terrifying bitch who was planning a crime. Are you saying that you would tolerate Tomori's mortal plan? That's wrong. In that case was due to an accident, not the victim. Also, refuting such a subject to the incompetent, which it was. Haruhiko Kobushikawa tried to kill Satsuki Uranami. It makes no sense to help him in a situation where it leaves more evidence to the culprit. What? Is that something you said during the debate? But look here, the victim you had to protect was the reverse toward after trying to kill someone. What? They are very good citizens indeed. No. I am... What the hell am I for? For so many days, many for... Kinjo? Kinjo! Kinjo-kun is down! Kinjo, wake up! Kinjo. Hey, hold it right there. We're still on trial. I don't want to make going out of the courtroom at your own will. But Kinjo is... Oh, this is a headache. Dude, I feel that. Fainting and getting upset during a trial. It's a taboo to get out from the courtroom during a trial. But I guess it can't be helped. Kinjo-kun, now take him to the dormitory. You guys don't have to move. Stay in your seats. Everyone's been waiting for a while, right? Kinjo-kun arrived safely to his dorm bed, so don't worry about it, and let's continue the trial. But this doesn't make things fun. Now Kinjo-kun is outside the courtroom. The fact that he was sent out means that he wasn't the culprit. Now the number of people has decreased by 1. Dun dun dun. I mean, we already know who it fucking is. Right? Unless there's some other trick to it that's gonna just extend this trial even further and fuck with my mind more. Kinjo, I'm sure he'll be okay. It's the first time that Kinjo looked like that. As Monokuma said, was still on trial. Forget about him for now. He's not even dead, is he? Alright. So, where did we leave off? The culprit is Satsuki. She couldn't block the door to the arsenal. Only Haruhiko. Is it okay to make this decision then? Does anyone have a different opinion? A different opinion? I think that's the only thing we have. There's no disagreement. Of course it's logical. As Kinjo Tsurugi said, I also don't understand why Haruhiko Kobushikawa, in the victim's position, helped the killer. That's, well, I don't know either. I know it's like we won't get a different decision now, right? Then if you name me as the culprit, there will be no more complaints and no one will be dissatisfied. This can't be the end, right? We didn't get the shooter game. Not that I'm complaining, but if we don't get it, like, I won't complain. Like, but that's how they've ended off all these other chapters, so it just feels like there's probably something more. Okay, but I won't get my hopes up. We'll see. Wait, not yet. Huh? What else? You said that there was no reason to disagree. Why did Haruhiko Kobushikawa help the killer? And why? This killer is so excited. Heek? Yeah, this still doesn't explain your attitude. The same goes for me. Satsuki, I still do have questions. The reasoning about the case is over. Perhaps only looking at the reasoning result, I can't really get at Satsuki as the culprit. However, why? Why call yourself the killer? Are you trying to die? Why do you ask? Well, like I said earlier, it became a nuisance, so that's a good reason, right? I'm not good at lying, but I think I do better than Satsuki-chan. Yeah, you don't do a cartoony whistle when you lie. I think anyone's better at lying than Satsuki. Don't mess around, you'll be executed if you let this go. But if you die, the truth of this case will remain as a matter that will be solved. I'm a woman who doesn't give up until I know. 100% the problem I've challenged. Please tell Satsuki, if you really are the culprit, you have a duty to take responsibility for your actions. Yeah, I'm like, if you're confessing, why not just go all the way with it, you know? Tell me, when I thought I was the culprit, all I could do was get blamed. What are you trying to hide? Let us hear it, Satsuki. I don't know, I'm just the culprit, that's all I am. What? She started shouting. Ah, here it is. Of course we can't leave this minigame out. My favorite minigame. I don't know. Baka, 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 baka. Okay, calm down. What are you, a chicken? Satsuki. As long as he stays like this, we'll have to force you to open your mouth, Satsuki. About the secret incident in which Haru was involved in the reason for your actions and claiming that you were the real culprit all along. Probably because you were truly the real culprit. It's not a claim anymore, it's just fact. Oh man, I've played this one enough that I think I know how to do this one. Okay. Well, I'm probably just gonna do what I usually do a couple rounds and die and cut until I actually finish it. Fucking... Oh, how do I shift? That's right. Yep, already losing health. Dude, the cursor just moves so slow. Oh, fuck me. Okay, this one's on me being stupid. Shit, sorry, I need to get back into the flow of things. I died. Oh, well, no, I didn't die. I lost health. Okay, I got it this time. Don't even question my shit, man. Just got focus. Fuck, I shifted, man. Why didn't it click? Why didn't it register? Oh, fuck off. Dude, it's so fast. And my cursor is so slow. Is there an optimal way to play this game that I just am not doing? Oh my god, what the fuck, dude? Oh, come on. You can't hit me with that shit. What the fuck is that? What the fuck am I supposed to do about that? It disappears in a flash. Like, I guess I just gotta make sure I deal more damage to her before that happens. Like, that's all I can do. Fuck, what? Fuck off. I keep hitting shift. Why isn't it fucking registering? Oh, fuck me. I hate this game. I fucking hate this game. Every time I play this stupid minigame, it just makes me miserable. If I were to rank every minigame in all the Fangans I've ever played, this would be dead fucking last. I hate it. Ah! Again, I'm complaining again. I'm sorry. I don't... Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Mamma mia! One more round on camera, and then I'm pausing the video. Jesus, this fucking... You already practically admitted to being the killer. Just fucking... Why do you gotta do this to me, Satsuki? I thought we were friends. Oh, fuck. I keep... I hate that the shift key is not registering like I wanted to. Ah! Okay, I'm fucked. I'm just fucked, guys. I'm just fucked. What else can I say? Yep. Okay, pausing the video. Fuck this stupid shit. Game over. Yada, yada, yada. Cool. Lovely. How far back do I gotta go for this one? Oh, I wonder. Is it 20 minutes ago? Oh my god, before he fucking passed out? Come on, man, just put me in front of the fucking game! And I got another game over. Okay. Little tip I figured out, though. You cannot reload while the cursor is moving for whatever stupid reason, just to make this game even slower. Oh my god, how do they expect you to keep up with all that shit? You gotta be, like, perfect. This is what I hate about this game, okay? You gotta, like, memorize it. You gotta memorize the exact pattern that the character is speaking in. If you don't, you're fucked. Alright? You're not gonna win. So I just gotta sit here and play the game over and over and over again, memorizing the order of which Satsuki is saying shit, but I have limited lives. I only have like 5 chances to do it. And then I lose them all, and then I have to go all the way back here. Why? Just why? Like, guys, just tell me if I'm just being stupid or something. Please, like, if I'm wrong and I'm just doing this wrong and making the game less fun for myself, like, tell me. But like, I don't know. This is just this is just the part I always like think about whenever we get to a trial, and I'm like, this damn thing again. Okay, I guess all I need to do was complain because the the attempt after I just complained, I got it. Okay, Jesus Christ. Whew. Okay. The reasoning is over. Everything was explained. You have nothing more to say. The other the other pistol Haru's wait. The other pistol that broke Haru's hand. Yes, that's it. Explain yourself now! The reasoning isn't over yet, Satsuki. Eh? It is already over? No, it's not. There's one more thing that we've overlooked and crossed. Does anyone know? Was there anything like that? Satsuki-chan said, wasn't the reasoning over? It's about the pistol that destroyed Haruhiko Kobushikawa's right hand. That's right, because we decided it was Teruya's doing earlier, we went over it. Actually, if you think about it a little bit, it wasn't Teruya that destroyed Haruhiko's right hand. What are you saying? That makes no sense, Maeda. I replaced the bullet and Haruhiko grabbed it as intended, and his right hand was destroyed. Stupid fool. If what you say is true, the gun he touched should have been shattered as well. Why would it remain intact? Oh right, come to think of it, even when Tori-kun was rushed as the culprit, he said he didn't know why it ended up like that. That's right, I was freaking out for excuses. When I think about it again, if Haru uses the gun as I intend, the gun should have blown up. Teruya, are you sure you didn't touch 2 guns? Right, I can assure you this. Trust me, I only touched 1 gun unconditionally. Wait a minute, then won't it get even more weird? Unless Teruya-kun did it, why did Kobushikawa-kun get caught in the same trap Tori-kun did and injured his right hand? That can't be deduced by us alone. Except for one person, Satsuki. I don't know. Come on, girl, what are you hiding? Come on, I'm tired, I need to go to bed. Please tell me I'm sleepy. I'm very sleepy. No, you most likely know why. Satsuki, don't you remember? At the beginning of the class trial, you said Haruhiko tried to shoot you. And then you grabbed a gun and shot him in self-defense and ended up killing him. From here on out, it's just my thoughts. If Satsuki's words were true, wouldn't it have been that Haruhiko knew the gun would explode? He knew it was going to explode? Deliberately breaking his hand, was he trying to commit suicide? Maybe so. Oh, shit. Okay, so yeah, it was part of his plan. He wanted to make Satsuki think he was gonna kill her, so she would kill him, sacrificing himself so everyone could get out. And oh man, fuck. Let me tell you, this is just unfounded imagination. Just listen for now. I don't know how someone changed the bullets in the same manner that Teruya did, but it probably was Haruhiko himself who did it. Since the second half of the trial, the word suicide continued to rattle, because this case was just too weird to see it as an ordinary murder scenario. But in the end, Haruhiko did not commit suicide, because Monokuma doesn't deal with suicides. Even if he wanted to commit the act, he wouldn't have done it because it just ends as a wasted death. So perhaps he thought about it like this. Was Haruhiko trying to save Satsuki? To try to save her? Duly aiming at Satsuki, the gun that explodes when shooting, surprised Satsuki shoots in response. Even as she shot the floor, she doesn't get hurt, and only his hands fly away. And because Satsuki's shot hit him, his death wasn't treated as suicide. Later, when Satsuki leaves in surprise, he remains alone in the arsenal. He himself does the extra effort to make the case even more complicated. Oh, Satoru really did nothing. He just did all that for nothing. Like, for example, blocking the door to the arsenal or messing with the guns. Of course, there's no evidence of this, it's just my imagination. The fact that Haruhiko blocked the door seemed to be trying to help the killer, so I thought about it as the basis. And I think that's a pretty good basis, man. Man, and they say chivalry is dead. Haruhiko, in order to save Satsuki, man, what a real gentleman. He deserved more girlfriends. Means he gave up on his life? Hold on, that's plausible, but you always finish with that line of your imagination. There's a 0% chance that the incompetent's words are true. Why? I was just listening to my Maeda-kun and I was rather thinking that it was true. Think first, he gave up his life and tried to save someone else. Humans aren't that simple. They would be afraid to do it. Even in an ordinary circumstance, but it would be even more unreasonable in an extreme situation where there's no food and living like us. But not long ago, Hatano, for Taira, she threw away her life. Ayami-chan. That's not the case now. At that time, even the most extreme situation was there, and she didn't save Akane Taira with 100% pure intentions. Did you forget? Ayami Hatano clearly had a desire to save Akane Taira, but she also wanted to escape from here. She committed murder with such a sloppy heart, although she eventually revealed her true face to us. However, in the case of Haruhiko Kobishikawa, like Ayami Hatano, there's not a single reason for themselves. According to the incompetent, he gave up his life 100% purely to only save Satsuki Aranami. No matter how close Haruhiko Kobishikawa was with Satsuki Aranami, can we stop referring to them as their full legal name, please? It is very annoying to read. It would be... just say their first or last name. I'll know who you're talking about. I promise. It would be absurd to say that they were family members and gave up their lives in these extreme circumstances. Of course, if that's true, then it deserves my respects. I know what I said was an unfounded idea. You didn't really have to refute it like that. Bitch. Of course I'm not saying it's absolutely impossible like that crazy cop. I don't think so. But it is absurd. If he had been thinking of Satsuki Aranami like that, he would have done something earlier, but I don't have a clue. But Maeda-kun's words are wrong. How do you describe the reason for Kobishikawa-kun's right hand? I'll have to think about that more. Well, either way, we agree about who the culprit is, right? We don't need to get all the details, right? I expect it's not going to work out the way I thought. It seems like it's too absurd, as Mekaru said, and it's very difficult for someone to make a decision in order to save her life to the point of even giving up his life. Anyways, there's no... I'd like to think he went out as a bit of a hero, though. There's no objection that Tsuki is the culprit, is there? Do we really want to go over Haruhiko's right hand? I'd like this wrapped up as soon as possible. I'm getting bored of it. I feel ya. Not bored of it per se, but I need to hit the hay. No, but we have to know the truth of this case. It's true. What? Yuki, are you psychic? It's exactly as if you read someone's mind. What are you talking about? I don't feel like an adult to keep trying to hide it, and to be a nuisance to all of you. I don't think the trial will ever be over at this rate. And as Yuki said, as long as you commit a murder, you gotta be responsible for it. Satsuki. Where should I start? Oh yeah, since Kobazen came to my room early in the morning, you know. Until this moment came, I could imagine how everything played out. Who is it, Kobazen? What's wrong? Going around at dawn like this? You get hungry. I think I'm gonna die hungry, then... I think I'm gonna die hungry rather than killed. Ugh. Satsuki, this is not a joke, so listen seriously. I have something to say to you. Kobazen? Okay, alright, tell me. It will take a little time. Follow me for a minute. Kobushikawa, isn't this the arsenal? Why this place? Satsuki, is your body okay? You haven't eaten anything in a few days now. Is it painful? Yeah, I'm hungry enough to die, but except for that, I'm fine. But what's with this all of a sudden? It's giving me goosebumps. Actually, I have a favor to ask you. What do you want to ask? Kill me. What are you saying? Did you commit a sin for being a perv? I get it. It's the life without Kobazing is lusting for his girls, but it's not enough to kill you. I said I wasn't playing around. Sorry. No, it was my bad. Sorry, I shouted out of nowhere. Oh, damn it. How do I explain this? Kobushikawa, are you about to die? I've been thinking all this time. When the division was born, it was all fall, right? Even if we had a little more food left, it wouldn't have been so serious. I can't deny it. Besides, until now, Kinjo was guarding the arsenal, so no murder occurred. But eventually Kinjo went crazy. No one is guarding the arsenal right now. If we don't make a decision now, someone will definitely commit a murder. I mean, he wasn't wrong, and fucking Yuki of all people was about to. So that's what Kobushikawa wants to say, okay? You mean that the two of us who are the most guilty will take responsibility? Honestly, I didn't want to involve you. It was me who first suggested to eat the food. I wanted to end up dying if I could, but I remember Monokuma's words. A murder case must happen in order to escape the ballroom, and suicide is not accepted. And you can't solve it alone, so you need someone else's help, but the person who helps you will also be bound to be executed but for being the culprit. So I'll be in risk of death too. Yeah, I have no other person to suggest, only Toruya or you, who committed the same crime. But, you know, me and him are in bad ways right now. Of course, I have no intention of recommending this, but the moment you accept this, you will die, Satsuki. Okay, I'll cooperate. What? I mean, yeah, this whole fucking time she was willing to sacrifice herself. Damn it, man. God damn it. It's not the most exciting reveal ever, but fuck. Damn it, it's still getting me. I'm saying I'll do what Kobazing wants. So suddenly like this? Will you be okay with it? That you're gonna die? Well, even if we're in the ballroom, we're going to die anyways. That's not what I... Rather than staying still like this and watch my friends become murderers or starving them to death, I prefer to save everyone and die with Kobazing. Satsuki, damn it, I'm really sorry. Because of me, you really are a good girl. However... Oh man, they both self-sacrificed then. Fuck. There's one condition. What condition? I don't want to kill Kobazing, so Kobazing kill me. What are you talking about? It's the same no matter what way we die, but why? Do you want to die by my hand? If I become the culprit, I'll be executed by Monokuma then. I hate that. I'd rather be killed by Kobazing. I mean, I guess that's fair. You're gonna grab a gun in the arsenal here anyway and kill me, but do you think it hurts a lot when you're shot? It's not a pain or a problem. I don't like being killed by a thing like Monokuma. You don't want to. No, there's no way I can kill you. The same goes for me. How can I kill Kobazing? The saddest Three Stooges sketch in the planet. There'll be no end to this. Instead of fine, why don't we sit down with this nonsense? That's because Kobazing first looks at me and suggests the impossible thing to kill him. If you can, why did you accept then? Then don't do it. That's no good. I've already decided. Then kill me already. Again, I can't do that. I really value Kobazing, so killing my friend is... I'm not happy that I'm your favorite, okay? Wow, Kobazing's face is blushing. God, just kiss. God damn it. It'll make me feel a little better, you know? Just let it all out, man. Idiot. I'm talking about an important thing here, and we're going back and forth. I'm not messing around. Oh, my stomach hurts because I haven't eaten anything. Are you okay? You know we don't have much time either. It's a fact that I might die tomorrow. In the meantime, the others may be in pain or planning a murder. Everyone's in trouble. Satsuki, what if we do it like this? Have you ever seen a Western movie? I was really about to suggest that. Just like... Draw. That would explain why his gun exploded, why his hand exploded. Western movies Haven't seen it, but I know what it is. They walk back and forth in a courtyard, and then turn around and shoot at the same time after some time passes. Yes, let's decide with that. In the worst case scenario, we could kill each other, but it's still not suicide, so the others will be able to live. I mean, that is fair, yeah. I was gonna say that seems really stupid if you both hit each other, but... It's uncomfortable that I have to shoot Kobazing, but okay, that would be fair. Let's do it with that. Alright, if it's society, let's move. Pick one pistol. Oh, I want to use the rocket launcher! Kobazing, are you still not done? What's taking you so long to pick a gun? Wait a minute, almost done. Oh yeah, he did it himself. I forgot about that. Okay, are you ready, Satsuki? He put the wrong ammo in on purpose. I'm not a girl who goes back on their word. Besides, it seems to be more fun to decide this way. Fun, you say. I already said it again and again, but seriously. I mean, we play a lot of games so far, right? Basketball, running, poker, darts. I was sort of doing my best without looking at our fights at all. The total was equal. Was it like that? I remember the results of all previous matches, so probably so far, Kobazing and I had 14 matches, 6 wins, 6 losses, and 2 draws in a perfect balance. You really had a good memory on useless places. Suddenly I thought this was the last game, so it made me feel strange. I can't believe I'm risking my life at all. If you want to give up now, you can tell me. I really don't want to force you. No, because I'm serious too. Like Kubishikawa said, I'll stop playing around. Are you ready? Ah, man. Yeah, this makes the most sense for both their characters, man. Fuck. Can't believe I didn't see it. I think I did predict though at the beginning, right? That it was gonna be Haru and then Haru and Satsuki. I think I predicted as the two deaths in this chapter. I didn't predict who was which victim or murderer, but I predicted one would be the victim and the other would be the murderer, and I was right. I need to trust my gut more often. Yeah, from here, go back and take 3 steps. We'll shoot at the same time after that. Okay. Give me the fucking money! Satsuki! Haruhiko! Kobishikawa? Kobishikawa, Haruhiko, why did you do this? Good, Satsuki, the last game was my victory. That's not what I mean. Why did Kobishikawa's hand explode? Sorry. I saw it. This is unbelievable. Let's do it again. I was worried about what would happen if I died immediately in case I was hit on a bad spot. Fortunately, it looks like I'm still alive. Ugh. I'll tell you what I can. Sorry, Satsuki, I lied. Because you killed me and wanted to save everyone, that's not the truth. What? Who I really wanted to save was you, Satsuki. Me? It was useless information, so I didn't tell the others because it would just confuse them, but I was searching for a few days, and I found a badge with the head of Monokuma on it. Because I found out Monokuma appeared and said he would give it as a prize, and congratulate me on finding the treasure. That's the treasure, Monokuma said? It was really here? There showed me a photo of you and me, kissing. Aww, doing a selfie. Oh, fuck me. Never mind. I take back what I said. This just makes it sadder. Kobishikawa, even at a time like this, what kind of joke? It's real. It shows a commemorative photo with you as my lover. You shouldn't forget. And then it vanished. Kobishikawa and Satsat. We've never done such a thing. It's the same for me too. There are no memories of pictures of me and you. Let alone kissing. We met here for the first time a month ago. But why? It doesn't feel odd. Even if that photo was a manipulation, I felt unknown emotions. And I thought that I didn't want to let you die. I have no idea what you're saying, Kobishikawa. Stop it. It's too cheesy. Put up with it. I'm already gonna die anyways. I want to say this much. That maybe I've liked you after some point. Even if I die like this, there are guys like Kinjo, Mekaru, and Maeda, so they'll find out about this in a minute. So you better go back to your room. Act as usual, pretend you don't know anything. Leave the rest to me. Why are you saying that, Kobushikawa? Stop it! Stop talking! No matter how much they think, they won't know that I, the victim, did all these tricks. Part of it was to pretend to shoot you on purpose and give away my right hand. This is a pretty old gun. It can explode while pulling the trigger even if you put normal bullets on the magazine. Kobushikawa, you can't die! No, I'm going to die. And Satsuki, you can live. Leave it to me. I can't make someone as cheerful and happy as you die like this. Amazing! I'm sorry for doing this in such a crappy way, and when the trial's over, tell the other guys that you're sorry too. I'm sorry about that fight with... I'm sorry that I fought with Teruya. I'm sorry for sacrificing Kinjo and the others. Sorry that my feelings don't want Satsuki to sacrifice herself. Ow, damn it. It hurts really badly. Please, don't move, don't die! Of course I'm doing this in order to die. Once you leave, I have to get the job done. You have to go now, before someone sees this. I hate this. This is wrong. I want to save you. Please go. Because this is my last wish. Please listen. I want you to live. But... leave. Yeah, just do that. Thank you, Satsuki. Whether it was real or fake. Damn. I still loved you. Fucking... I don't want to play Danganronpa anymore, man. I'm kidding. I'm just fucking... My emotions are being exasperated by the tiredness. Fuck. Yeah, this is still a really good chapter. Even if the reveal of Satsuki being the actual culprit didn't hit as hard as I would have liked, like, fuck, I can ignore that for all the other good things it brought. Again, I'm sorry if I complained a lot in this episode. I was being a bitch. Just, it was a lot of outside factors. Just keep that in mind. It wasn't the game. And then I went back to my room. As Kobushikawa said, I stayed until morning. I didn't know what trick Kobushikawa was going to do at the time. I wasn't sure until I heard your story at the trial. It's partially my fault, too, for deciding to stay up so late, but I just had to know how this chapter ended, man. I just had to. I'm glad I did, honestly. I'm really glad I did. This is all I know. Like you said, Kobazen was by me while intentionally trying to save me. In order to confuse you while doing so. In other words, he did everything in order to save me. What is this? This is too much. Orihiko was apologizing to me, and I tried to kill him. I see now. If he saw the letter sent by Teruya, he wouldn't go to the arsenal in reverse. Nevertheless, the reason Kobushikawa went to the arsenal was because Orihiko didn't even notice Teruya's letter from the very beginning. It was only to sacrifice himself and to save only Satsuki. Hold on! Then why did he do it in the same way as Teruya Tori? The gun exploded in his hand the same way. Well, he did some kind of trick and did it in advance. That's what I thought too. But when Haruhiko chose a gun, he was doing something in the corner for a long time. He was the kind of guy who was telling me that guns weren't fun or usual. So I wondered if he had some kind of knowledge about them. That stupid idiot. He really gave up his life for others? And you just kicked the opportunity that he arranged to let you survive? What were you thinking? I don't understand this at all. I know that Kobushikawa liked me, and he didn't want to do this. After all this, I've been struggling a lot since then, until the class trial was held. I don't think that's the way. It's so unreasonable for all of you to die for just one person, right? I feel sorry for betraying Kobushikawa, but I'll be happy if you guys live. Oh, and that's valid. Fuck, man. You know what? The reveal may have not been as impactful, but I really do like the way they implemented the whole, like, 40 chess psych out thing. How can that be? Blood-related familiar actions are a law that puts one's life. Most importantly, you, for people you've just met? Well, I'm not smart as Mikuru, so I don't think I can give a very cool reason for it. I just told myself that I was the culprit, because it makes me convince myself that I did this. But then why didn't you say everything from the very beginning and hide the truth more suspiciously? Because you didn't even say the backstory. You just said that you're the killer, so it's a rat confusing reasoning. That was because of Kobushikawa. He decided to take a chance between all of you in order to save me. Because of this, especially if Kinjo finds out, it would have seemed that from Kobishikawa's view, who had already died, that I would have insulted him. I did not want to do anything that would put more disgrace on Kobishikawa anymore, because he already died to try and save my life. That's why I told you at the end. Still, don't think badly of Kobishikawa. Oh, she wanted us to think of him favorably. He wouldn't have thought of this, and if it wasn't for Kobishikawa, we would have all died. I mean, can't argue with that. Fucking god damn it. You fucking legends. God, such a thing. It's not possible. Satsuki-chan, are you really satisfied with that? Even if we live, you will die. No, I'm fine dying, but why are you all so worried? I'm very fine with my choice, no matter what happens. Don't forget to smile. It's one of the teachings of my own brother, and it's my belief too. But after Haruhiko died, you cried, right? I mean, everyone's gotta get some sadness off every now and then, Teruya. Shut up! That's off topic. Please just think Satsuki wasn't Satsuki for a minute. Satsuki. Yuki, thanks to Yuki, I was able to do everything. Rather, I feel relieved. Oh yeah, I was impressed to see Maeda come up with the whole truth about Kobishikawa. Yuki is a real teacher of my heart. Oh, you hear that, Mikaru? Or Mekaru? We can be friends now. I'm on your level. Well then, Yuki, I think we can finish the trial soon. Give me that thing you always do at the end. That? Yeah, that. Climax reasoning, let's go! No, I'm good. He was already. Okay. Don't have to rub it in. Okay, what do we got here? They came to the conclusion to use the guns on each other. Being busy wandering around, blocking the door, and disturbing the arsenal. Okay, that's after he got shot. I'm gonna assume this is right here. Yep, perfect, perfect. Blocking the arsenal with the wood plank. Flying off, pulling the trigger while being shot by the culprit. Okay. God, what one image. Okay, nothing here. Okay, so two of them arguing. So this one would be next. Right. Can I check that again? Yeah, I grabbed the right one. Just second guess myself if I grabbed the right one or not. And then this one. Such common music for such a shitty trial. Shitty in the way it's making me feel. Okay, yeah, he grabbed the grenade and then the plank. No, hon, it would be... I think I should reverse these. Shit. Can I back out? I don't think I can back out. Okay, well, fuck it. We ball. First, this case begins with not from the criminal nor the victim, but from Teruya. With a note, not from the criminal nor the victim, but from Teruya. Teruya couldn't stand the extreme situation and began working on a plan to kill Haruhiko, the victim of this case. Teruya forced her to write a note to Haruhiko asking him to come to the arsenal. This was done with the paper and pen that only Teruya had in the ballroom, where there was nothing else other than the weapon. I can't believe I thought it was Yuki for a minute, like, genuinely. I was like, because he was acting strange this whole time, so I was like, oh man, I could totally see them maybe doing something like that. And like, I still get a feeling he's not like the real protagonist in a way, you know? Because he lacks the hair. Which sounds weird out of context, but it makes sense in the framework of Danganronpa. But I get the feeling there's like some twist where it's like oh, like I guess sort of like Kibo in V3 almost, but like not a little different. That they're like Kinjo is the actual protagonist, quote unquote. Or whatever. I don't know. Toll-free call? No, thank you. Sorry. Spam bots love me. Teruya, who had finished writing the note, then put the note through the door frame of Haruhiko's room. This was the same way that Mitch did in the first murder. Thanks for the fun fact. Then Teruya, who put the note safely into the room, first entered the arsenal before Haru arrives. This was in order to do some work. The task was to load non-standard bullets into a pistol magazine. When a person shoots the pistol in that state, the gun explodes from the inside and destroys the hand of the person who used it. Teruya used this method to let Haru use the gun in thinking of making him shoot, and that's the reason he went into the arsenal before anyone else. Having done everything he needed to do, Teruya quickly returned to his room and waited for Haru to come out of the room. Teruya's plan was to enter the arsenal later on with Haru. However, as Teruya returns to his room and stays on watch of the hallway, he fell asleep due to the accumulated fatigue. This was everything Teruya had influence on the case. In other words, he did nothing. Besides confuse us a little. Meanwhile, at the time, Haruhiko was probably having a lot of trouble thinking in his room, as we just heard Haru was already planning to save someone dear to him, at the cost of his own life. Originally, he felt responsible for running out of the food, but the discovery of the treasure was a trigger to start this life-threatening plan. As the situation gets more and more extreme, Haruhiko feels like he can't wait any longer and begins acting. We still don't know what the purpose of that empty room was, though. I thought that was going to come up. He decides to meet with the person who was chosen as the culprit for this case. I don't know, maybe it'll come up later. At the time, whether Haruhiko, like in chapter 5 or 6, at the time whether Haruhiko saw Teruya's note or not is uncertain, but it's very likely he didn't pay attention to it in the first place, because he was immersed in his own thoughts. Haruhiko's plan was also a plan that took place in the arsenal, but if he saw the note calling him into the arsenal, he wouldn't have headed there in the first place. Either by luck or misfortune, if Teruya hadn't fallen asleep, a fairly complicated mess would have unfolded. After a while, Haruhiko safely met the culprit. Until then, the culprit hadn't even realized the true purpose of this case. Haruhiko asked the culprit to quietly follow them into the arsenal. They went into the arsenal side by side. One may have thought no one would know, but in fact, all of the actions that Teruya and these two were doing while walking around the corridor up to this point were being shown to Kurokawa. She wasn't sleeping from the very start and was keeping watch of the hallway. In actuality, it was Kurokawa that upped most of the weight into solving the mystery of this case. That's my girl! A lot of other people's girls too, apparently. Because Teruya went to sleep, the killer and Haru entered the arsenal without anyone's interference. Only then Haruhiko, who was alone with the culprit, confessed his feelings for them. I do think it went this way. Someone was going to do the murder and ask them to kill themselves before that to save everyone. This is what they asked the culprit to do. Once they accepted, the culprit would also be executed for committing a murder. It was certain death, so Haruhiko didn't want to force them into making such a difficult task. But the culprit did not hesitate to respond to Haru's proposal. However, the culprit refused to kill Haruhiko themselves. Conversely, they told Haru to kill them instead. Haruhiko did not want to kill the culprit, as the culprit did not want to kill him, and they kept arguing to each other in vain for a while. Haruhiko, who felt there would be no end after going like this, was determined to make a fair suggestion to both sides and asked the decision to shoot each other at the same time, just like a game in a Western movie. In the worst case scenario, both could have been shot and died by each other's hand. It didn't violate the two's goal of saving the others, so the culprit agreed with this proposal and began preparing. But he did something sneaky. The culprit and Haruhiko were choosing a gun for each other, and we heard that Haruhiko was in the corner of the room. It was probably to manipulate the magazine with the bullets at this phase. We all know the very consequences of this. Indeed, Haruhiko did the same thing Teruya did earlier. It was to load it with a non-standard bullet. However, Haruhiko did the same thing as Teruya. I'm not exactly sure whether it was a coincidence or not. Maybe it was because Haruhiko had a lot of interest in firearms from the beginning, so I think he accidentally came up with the method by pure chance. Either way, there is only one reason Haruhiko did this. He didn't want to shoot the culprit. He could have just also, not aimed at her. Then he would have blown off his hand. The two of them ready to go stand a few steps away and point their guns at each other after turning around. But even though the culprit sincerely tried to shoot Haruhiko, he was going to lose to them from the very beginning. Oh, I fucked up. Well, this hurts like a bitch. And so as Haruhiko attended, his hand was destroyed and he was shot by the culprit at the same time. The culprit who couldn't understand the situation ran to Haruhiko, then Haru told them the truth. It wasn't us that Haru really wanted to save, it was the culprit themselves. Although Haruhiko was dying, he was hoping that the culprit would survive, and he said he would do the rest to save them since he still was breathing to do one last act. Okay, this is where things might have gone a little fucky-wucky. The culprit was unconvinced, but soon they decided to accept Haruhiko's last request and left Haru to do the job once they got out of the arsenal. Of course, the trail of this was also being monitored by Kurokawa. After confirming that the culprit was safely gone, Haruhiko began the final cleanup while keeping his short life as much as he could. First, Haruhiko picked up the flash and smoke grenade from the arsenal. And likewise, put a wooden plank inside the arsenal door between the handles, and then put the flash and smoke grenades on top of them. This could only be done by the people inside, and thanks to that there was a lot of difficulty when we tried to reason it out. The plank served to make the door to be forced open while being crushed, causing the grenades on top to naturally fall on the floor and activate. Subsequently, Haruhiko started messing around in the arsenal to make it look like the culprit did it, although it didn't connect to anything. And as a result of repeating a series of processes of blocking the door and cluttering the interior, Haruhiko's bloodstains were all over the place. Inside the arsenal, creating an unnatural bloodstain like a path of blood. Haru, who finished everything just before his life ended, reached to his feelings of satisfaction because he was able to save someone they cherished. But in the end, later in the trial, the culprit confessed by their own will. However, we weren't able to know that it was Haruhiko who planned all of this. Alright, seems like I got it right, let's go. All of this happened at dawn, and later in the morning, Tsurugi and I broke into the arsenal and Haruhiko's body was found. In fact, in this case, the person who would be called the culprit was close to Haruhiko, and the culprit who just lost his life was the victim himself, who actually finished his trick. But in the end, Haruhiko wanted to save the culprit, even at the cost of his own life. The culprit of this incident. The identity of the killer who Haruhiko cherished and wanted them to live so much. Whoa, I'm being hypnotized. Alright, we got some Mario fireworks. Satsuki Aranami, it was you. Perfect indeed, Maeda has good reasoning, but maybe you have a talent for organizing cases too. Thank you. You know, I always thought I should be the ultimate case. Wait, I'm not happy at all. Satsuki Aranami. Satsuki-chan. Man, we even left fucking Mekaru shocked and appalled, and Kinjo in a state of, fainting. So, why is the mood so sad? I didn't go out to see you like this. Satsuki, you've always been like that. You're a strong girl, much more stronger than me. Is that a compliment? I don't know if it's strength or not, but even at times like these, it's my goal to be happy, even in the worst atmosphere. Well then, my reasoning is over now. Shall we get to the voting time? Satsuki, can you really do that? To just die and not be scared? I don't want to die, of course, I'm scared. But it's already gone water. What else can I do but to accept it? At least not all of you will die, because you all can live by sacrificing only one. I'm satisfied with that. Well, two, but... Hell yeah. Wish I could feel joy right now. Don't fucking scream at me. I'm already in a bad mood. Fuck you. I don't want your stupid mells anyway. Hey, Miss Aranami, why do you keep trying to go ahead of the trial here? I'm the host. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It seems like you guys reached a conclusion. And that's all. Now you guys vote with the switch in front of your hands. Who will be chosen as the blackened? I wonder. Now then, what's it gonna be? Sorry, Monokuma's voice is fucking with my throat at this point. Alright, maybe doing the full trial for Danganronpa Another in one episode is not a great idea. I really like doing it for Survivor's Guild, but I think for Danganronpa Another, we'll continue splitting it up like we did for chapter 3. Well, this format is still new to me. We're still experimenting, guys. We'll get the hang of it. Oh man, this was just a long episode, and I could have used a break in between. The vote ended unanimously. The culprit in this case in the Blacken is the identity of the Blacken who killed Kobe-Shikawa-kun is Miss Satsuki Uranami. You guys were right. Congratulations. Actually, it was with this case. A murder case that is not a murder? If I knew it would be like this, I would have made the rules more thoroughly. Hey, isn't it already too late? Hey, everyone? You guys are doing it badly. I, as the person in charge of this party, can't you be a little brighter? There's no way I can be happy. Satsuki-chan is gonna die now. Because it's painful. Satsuki worked so hard for us, throwing her own life. We couldn't do anything even after reaching this point. You're wrong. It's not that you can't do anything. Yeah, she even just straight up said she was the killer. She wasn't... she wasn't doing like a Naomi. She did want to fucking... Satsuki? Yuki, didn't I tell you before? Hope is not to be found, but to be created. You know why I decided to save you all by sacrificing myself? Because that was my own way of creating hope. What do you mean? If I survived by myself, it would have been meaningless to live in a world where there's no fun and no kobazing around. And more than anything, my power to defeat that guy is not enough. Oh? Oh, she thinks the world would be boring without kobazing. That's so cute. Fuck. Why you gotta die? I'm smiling right now, but I'm more angry than anyone inside. I hate the mastermind, don't you guys? We're being treated like this because of that big dummy. If it wasn't for him, Kobe-Shikawa wouldn't have died. Maki died, Hika died, Tomori died. Hatano died. Yamaguchi wouldn't have died, and Nori wouldn't have died. Or Yuhara either. Did she say anything about Mitch? I mean, not that I respect Mitch in this household, but I didn't notice his name, so I think that's funny. We know that, even if we don't say it. If it wasn't for Monokuma's influence, we would have had Intertoast Peak safely and have a pleasant school life. That's right. Although more than half of our friends have already died, I want to defeat Monokuma no matter what happens. I want to punish it. I want to... Okay, I skipped that by accident. My bad. I'm sure it was powerful. Hey, why are you saying all that stuff in front of someone else's face? So, I'll bet my own hope on all of you. On us? I never wanted much. I'll be leaving this world soon. I just have one thing. No, wait. Please promise me 2 things. 1. Be sure to survive for grazing at me. 2. That Monokuma guy. Please give it a good beating to the mastermind. Full paid revenge. Satsuki-chan. This is bad. Really bad. You dare agitate the students as you want it from me? The headmaster of the school? Even insult my presence. Annoying. Anyways, Miss Aronami was chosen as the Blacken, so she's to be punished in the end. You won't make fun of me anymore when I'm done with you. In that regard, I have prepared a very special punishment for the ultimate clown, Satsuki Aronami, for your crime. Come and give it your best shot. I'm not afraid of anything like you. My friends will definitely kick your sorry butt. God fucking damn it, man. Satsuki, I love you. Wait, Satsuki, you don't need to be executed. I'd rather die. It's my fault, too. I'm a sinner, too. It was me who tried to commit a murder. I was supposed to die. Monokuma execute me. Satsuki has done nothing wrong. Now then, let's go. A very hard punishment. Punish! Monokuma, hold on a minute. Time? What? Jeez, you're tipsy. Way to ruin the mood. Let me say to my friends a few last words. Teruya, didn't someone tell you? No one is bad. Monokuma's the bad thing here. Everything is because of that thing. If Teruya keeps feeling guilty, then try hard to catch the mastermind. You don't need to be sorry at all. But if you die and make atonement, then that's the end. Satsuki. And for you, Taira. Taira's strong. You have a very strong heart to overcome Ayami's death. Please keep supporting everyone like you always do. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Satsuki-chan. Thank you. Next is Mekaru. It's the first time I've seen Mekaru act so surprised. I don't know what makes her so surprised about, but as long as Kinjo is in that shape, everyone needs a genius like Mekaru. I know this is kind of an unreasonable request, but please try to cooperate with everyone. and find the mastermind who brought this terrible misfortune on all of its victims. Oh, damn. Is she gonna have a full Byakuya moment? Byakuya sort of had like a similar arc in chapter 4 of Trigger Happy Havoc too. And Kurokawa. Stop! Shut up! Who said I was waiting for your long speech? Don't say anything disgusting with the smell of hope. Punishment time begins. That's too much. When the villain is found out, you're supposed to wait for them. Let's go hard. Punishment time! Kurokawa Maeda, I didn't get to say anything to you guys, but I'll leave the rest to you guys. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. Go Basing, I love you! Oh, fuck. Dude. Dude! I need a moment to just, like, process everything. All the feelings going through me. Oh, man. That was a lot. And that was very sad. That was the saddest chapter so far, I think. Oh, she's still so smiley. Oh yeah, that pinches a little. Satsuki Crisis. Dude, if it was a toilet, it could be Skibbity Satsuki. That was the stupidest fucking thing I ever said. I think I just need to leave, honestly, for that. I think she's fine. Well, fuck. Cool. Just giving me another death to add to the nightmare list. Okay, we're back in it. Boo! They end up like that trying to play a hopeless game. Adios, funny red-nosed lady. Satsuki-chan, no. Damn it, damn it. What do you think? Sad, right? Desperate, isn't it? What a lame hope. You guys won't be able to do a thing before you punish me. No, it isn't. What was that, Maeda? Who said I'm desperate? I'm not like you. I'm not like that at all, right? Maeda-kun? Of course I'm really sad that Satsuki died, but we have fully inherited Satsuki's will. You won't stop us anymore. We're so back, baby. Let's go. On the chart, we're at the fucking peak right now. We're in the mania tier. After I came to Hope's Peak Academy, I'm more full of fighting spirit than ever. Monokuma. Did you suddenly take out your medicine? There's nothing scary about boarding raw spirit alone, though. He's not alone. That's my girl! Let's go! From this moment on, I will retract my previous solo actions. I'll cooperate to put Monokuma into the trash. Let's go! I think I kind of got more into that than Byakuya's turn. I'm gonna be real. Oh my god, Mekaru-chan? What kind of change is this? Don't be mistaken, I'm not trying to play friends here. I now owe a debt. Because of that, I have to pay it off. Oh, her smile's so sweet. Why is Miss Mekaru suddenly doing this again? Miss Mekaru just needs to do as well as before. Poking around and having fun. Why should you care about Miss Aranami? Miss Aranami sounds like if you say it like really fast, it sounds like a noodle. Miss Aranami. Or a disease, you know? Like some terrible disease. Shut the hell up. Aranami Satsuki is a human being that deserves respect. I've seen this for the first time ever since I was born in this world. To be able to give up one's life so purely for others, that's what I would call true hope. It was the life that guy tried to save anyways. I'm fed up with this murder games that are no fun. Murder games that are getting boring. Doesn't that seem like the perfect time to beat you down, Monokuma? No, rather, the mastermind controlling you from the shadows. Huh? No matter what you try, you can't do anything. It's already beyond your own grasp. No, it was you who kept us in the ballroom. We made up our minds, right before they died. You'll run out of ideas. We already know a lot more about you than you can imagine. Now it is you who's cornered. Well, I don't know, but everyone's working hard, so I will too. I'll do my share for Haruhiko's shake. What about, Cryman? Well, I'm not sure, but... Me too, I'll definitely get you, Monokuma. I'll avenge my friends who have died so far. What's with these guys? Rather than rather than despair, they're burning with fight alone. You guys are bluffing. You can't do a thing anyways. You'll find out soon that you're only left with despair. Whatever, man. I looked at the graph. We're so fucking back. And so the fourth class trial ended. We lost two of our friends, Haruhiko and Satsuki, who couldn't be exchanged for anything. The will that the two gave us was definitely engraved in our very souls. We're not afraid. A step by step from now on will be a big leap towards true hope. Wake the fuck up, idiot! Kinjo, can you hear me? Answer me if you're awake. Immediately after leaving the cold room, Mekaru, who finally offered to cooperate with us, disappeared before we could call her. Everyone except for Mekaru went to check on Kinjo's condition. However, Kinjo was silent. We had no choice but to go back to each of our rooms with a little cluttered feeling. Oh man, it's nice to be back here though, I must say. In my old shitty bed. Oh, what? Who is it? Is it morning? It's not even 7 a.m. Hey, come out already, Maeda. Wait a minute. We came to talk to you about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Why did you take so long to answer? Was it because to feed information to the mastermind? Mekaru? What, that's a moody expression you got. No, it was just Mekaru coming to my room. I wonder if this guy's gonna divide in two now. It can't be helped. As I mentioned yesterday, I decided to cooperate with you in order to defeat the mastermind. I know that, but why did you suddenly change your mind? I told you I'm going to follow Aronami's idea. Katana was a great person, but Aronami is more than that. Just because she's a human who can. As if Maeda. Don't make me say useless things. You're always drowned in every story, aren't you? Sorry. Also, now you're calling me by my name now? So, are you dissatisfied? Want to be called incompetent for the rest of your life? It was rather charming, I will admit. No, of course not. It's better to be called by my own name. It was a bit embarrassing to be nicknamed incompetent, though it was accurate. Dude, you've been carrying these trials. What the fuck you mean it was accurate? I haven't admitted it yet. I don't want to be friends. But I want to have the least courtesy as long as I have decided to cooperate. Mekaru tends to be weird like this. Usually looks down on us and ignores us, but she doesn't do it recklessly. She admits something that can be admitted whenever necessary. Stop talking about nonsense. Come to my room right now. What? Mekaru's room? What are we doing today? It's only asking for that. I don't care if you got feelings for me, so shut up and follow me. I'm getting tired already. Dude, I'm with you, girl. Ah, we have a meeting. Oh, right, Chan. Did you bring Maeda-kun? Taira? Tori and Kurokawa too? Hey, don't do this. Don't do that shit show. How many times must I repeat that you're not my friends? Everyone, what happened? It looks like Mekaru came out of her room and at dawn and called us one by one. Dude, you got goggles now? Fuck yeah. Tori, those goggles. They're my new hope goggles. This one, it was Haru's. It was left in the dressing room. I brought it. This is an atonement for myself and also my own commitment to continue Haru's will. We need to move forward. Aww. That's right, the efforts Kobushikawa-kun and Satsuki-chan. We should never forget. The will of our friends who have died so far. But we can't just be sad anymore. Now it's time for us to fight back. Bit by bit. Hey look, it's a teddy bear. Well, that's one of the ones I gave her. Also, I don't think that clock is supposed to be on the camera like that. Anyway, bit by bit. Very little, but something is starting to change. And starts to move. Our hope is to not find it, but to create it. Only these words struck in my mind. So, why did you call us? This is an operational meeting. As long as I have decided to cooperate, everyone here will beat up Monokuma, and together we shall escape. Ray-chan, being an ally makes you feel so reliable now. Everyone here? Wait, then what do we do about Kinjo? When I look at that guy, he's a statue. Doesn't respond to anything, and I don't even know if they will ever wake up. But even if he wakes up, I'm not certain if they will ever recover. Then, of course, if we have him, you should be comfortable, but throw away your lingering regrets. We have no choice but to strike out. Because I felt the fighting spear from you. I chose to cooperate. Mikuru, staying away from us till now, have you found out something? A lot pile of things. Those of you who have not found anything are more curious, first off. Wait a minute, there can be a surveillance camera here too? Are you okay with that? Are you an idiot? Of course I know. That's why I called you into my own room. My room is the only one that can jam our surveillance cameras. To put it bluntly, it's an instant jamming. Instant jamming? Tori-kun, do you know what she's saying? Not at all. In short, my room is safe. The words here will not be leaked to the mastermind, and our appearance is not visible. Unless one of us is the mastermind. Also, how? Why? Really amazing. How did he do it? Power room, audio visual room. I assembled some useful parts from the warehouse. That's how I made it. It's only a temporary measure, so even if it's not perfect, it'll be safe. Mikuru, you just didn't spend time alone. Of course not. You better thank me for inviting you. So, the first goal is to find out the identity of the mastermind. Of course, that's the most important thing. But before that, let's look at the preconditions. Preconditions? Why did we get involved in this division? I mean, that's the biggest mystery. Why did Hope Street Academy become this way? Why does anyone come to save us? But that's the first thing we said with the others, right? At the time, they were both Kinjo and Mekuru's, but no conclusion was made. No, unlike then, there's one fact I do know. At first I thought it was a hypothesis, because it was nonsense, but I was convinced after yesterday. Oh shit, the memory wipe? Mikuru, you don't mean... Yes, it's a fact. A considerable amount of time has already passed since we entered this school, and the truth is we don't remember it. Mikako-chan? Also, I knew you'd react when we talked about this, Mikako-chan. I don't know why she didn't say Mikako-chan, but whatever. Kurokawa. What's this all of a sudden? I'm obviously deeply grateful to Satsuki, and thanks to her I was told to cooperate in order to punish the mastermind. But before that, there's a trail we must catch. Mikako Kurokawa, you know something. Honestly, I'm dubious about your true nature. Tell me everything you know. If you can't, then I'll consider you in the mastermind side. No way, is this true? I don't think she can, man. I think whatever chip they have in her is gonna... This is nonsense, right? No, trust me, If you're innocent, tell me the facts that you know. You do know that there's not only one or two suspicious actions you've done so far, right? Why did you shut your mouth? Are there any circumstances that you can't tell us? Mikuru, don't do that too much. Kurokawa has to calm down before... Hello everyone, it's morning 7 a.m, blah blah blah, who cares? Shit's getting real, stop. Morning announcement? It's already 7 a.m? That's not the problem right now. Alright, I'm Scott. I don't know if everyone had a good night, but I want everyone to please go to the gym. I have some great news to inform you. See you soon, poo-hoo. What? I'll leave this story for later, but just so you know, I won't move on this time. Mikako Kurokawa. What's the great news? It's only been a day since the trial was over, and suddenly we'll just have to go. We have no choice. Alright, let's see what's in the gym. God, this episode's long. Yeah, I'm splitting these up in the future. Jesus. Mikuru and Kurokawa, the air that seemed to flow smoothly got tense in an instant. In this tense mood, Monokuma shows up and adds even more anxiety. We all go to the gym, as Monokuma said, without concealing the unpleasantries. There's a reality waiting for us that we could not imagine. What? The first thing we knew is... What's it gonna be? I have actually no idea. The first thing we knew as soon as we entered the gym was that Kinjo didn't come. If Monokuma didn't say anything, it only means that he still fainted. But that fact is so casually forgotten because a most shocking scene unfolded in the gym. Huh? What is it? A guy? Oh? Is it the guy who's been in the cage? The 16th student laying somewhere in the school? He looks like a normal dude. Hey, what's up, man? Up top? This is like getting a new coworker. Everyone is here. The class trial ended yesterday, but I'm sorry for calling again so suddenly. But no matter what,
there were things I had to tell you. It's a bit early, but I'll announce the motive. A surprise motive event introducing the transfer student. This time I transferred to Whole Peak Academy, the ultimate adventure, Yamato Kozuragi-kun.
Ooh, another Kizuragi.
Please greet him with an applause.
Okay, so I have seen this dude before. Like in fan art and shit. And he was also on the in something else that I can't talk about right now. But I don't really know anything about him. But I think this is the dude. I'm assuming he was the dude who was locked in the cage for all that time. I don't know. He might not be, actually. Kizuragi? Nonsense. Yamato ni... A suspicious figure suddenly appeared as a transfer student. You know, for someone who's been locked in a cage, he did seem awfully smiley, though. With his appearance, the situation began to unfold like a roller coaster. Yeah, this is rather unusual. I'm very excited to see where this goes. Is what I'm trying to say. I kept seeing that character, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? You know, I assumed it was the, I always just assumed it was the dude who was in the cage, but I don't know that for sure, man. Who's to say? That's just my preemptive theory. Yes, I would like to save my game. And I'm gonna also end off this episode and go to bed. Jesus Christ. Yeah. We're not doing this now. Should I go back to the title screen and give some wrap up thoughts? Do I have any thoughts to wrap up now that we're done with this chapter like I usually do? Not really, I guess. That's just a very good chapter. I really enjoyed that through and through. That might have been my favorite chapter in the game so far, honestly. I did get someone commenting saying this was their favorite chapter of the game, and I can definitely see why. I was a little disappointed with the reveal of that Satsuki was the killer, but like, even then, I still think they handled it incredibly well, and whatever complaint I had is just like a minor fucking nitpick. That's kind of just my personal problem more than anything. That was a really fucking engaging chapter, though. The tension, there's a lot of intrigue with the mystery. I really like it. It came together beautifully, and now we got this guy. This guy I can look forward to, and some great character development for Mekaru and Kinjo and Yuki. Like, that might have been one of the better chapter 4s I've seen in any Danganronpa related thing. So far, honestly, main series included. I really dug that chapter a lot, and it just gets me more excited for the big climatic chapters 5 and 6. You know, I cannot wait to see where things go from here. What's this dude's deal? Was he the dude trapped in the cage? Maybe not. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna who's gonna be the next victim too? Yeah, is there gonna be a next victim? Is it gonna be like Trigger Happy Havoc, where chapter 5 doesn't have really anyone die? Oh man, I don't want anyone else to die though. We just formed a nice little group. I mean, I guess if this guy dies right now, I won't really care that much, but I just met him, so let's get to know him a little bit before I say that so thoroughly and convincingly. I'm really looking forward to chapter 5. Is all I'm gonna say. We are surprisingly close to the end of this game. I am so excited. I am so fucking pumped to see how it all comes together. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey. Like, straight up, I love you all. I hope you guys have a lovely day. I'm gonna keep the Danganronpa Another grind going. Like I said, gonna just keep going until we finish this game. So, oh man, I don't know what's coming next, but I'm so ready. But first, I need some fucking sleep. I honestly might record more when I wake up, though. Like, TBH, I'm that excited to play more. I need to record some other stuff too, though. So, fuck it, just a full week of Danganronpa Another. No, I can't do that. Thank you all for watching, though. I'm going to end things off. I love you all. Hope you guys have a lovely day. And I hope you enjoyed. This is going to be probably the longest episode you're going to get from me out of a while when it comes to Danganronpa stuff. Bye-bye. Just so you all know how late I stayed up, by the way, just to justify how loopy I was acting, I've been up for 23 hours now without sleep, which is not good for you. I don't know why I thought I could get a few quick episodes of Danganronpa, and I should have gone to sleep way earlier. Don't be stupid, kids. Don't be stupid. I don't know. I didn't feel like sleeping, but you should get some sleep. Uh, just don't say I didn't teach you kids anything. Staying up for 23 hours sucks, dick.